yɛma wo kwan sɛ bɛyɛ adwuma adwuma no wantema anyɛ obiara bɛyɛ adwuma yi na sese wo tena abɔnten sɛ yɛma wo kwan yɛ adwuma no bi mengin de sɛ Ghanafoɔ bɛpene sa yɛma wo kwan sɛ bɛyɛ adwuma no wantema anyɛ obiara bɛyɛ adwuma yi na sese wo tena abɔnten sɛ yɛma wo kwan yɛ adwuma no bi mengin de sɛ Ghanafoɔ bɛpene sa
sɛ wani kuma kokoda sɛ wohwɛ na wani nkum so a coalition center na kɔbɔ electoral commission for ho ba yɛ den ɛman sɛ wani kuma kokoda sɛ wohwɛ na wani nkum so a coalition center na kɔbɔ electoral commission for ho ba yɛ den ɛman sɛ wani kuma kokoda sɛ wohwɛ na wani nkum so a coalition center na kɔbɔ electoral commission for ho ba yɛ den ɛman
I When I been doing, when I do a Sata, when I do I want to Mr. Leader. Talk about the Kajinani. I want to do that to advise me now.
All right, thank you very much for staying. You're live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. We're live from our studios in Washington, D.C. This show is called With All Due Respect Extended Version. We are live on TV. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. And also, we are live on other platforms. We have given the right to stream our show. Tonight, you can watch the show live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. If you have any digital TV, you can also search for Loud Silence TV. You can be part of tonight's show. We're also streaming live tonight on YouTube. Our official name on YouTube is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live also on Facebook. This evening, we have two very important platforms on Facebook streaming this show live. We have Loud Silence TV on Facebook and With All Due Respect page on Facebook. Loud Silence TV and With All Due Respect page. We're also streaming live on TikTok tonight. Our official name on TikTok is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. We're also streaming live on radio this evening. We have our own radio platform. Go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's show. And also, if you have an Apple device, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to the show live this evening as I speak. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are not going to waste time because near her Champions League. Yeah, wasting time. The technical. There's no technical problem. We are watching game. Near ball. Inti yasaba yebetwaso. This is not like, oh, we are very sorry for starting tonight's show, and you know our technical issues, and no, there's no apology here. Near ball. Inti ball and near boys in your ball, you bet and a monitor. They say they went there you over 9.5 because they got their 10 goals that you do. With a 9.5 for the baby deal because goals there at 10-2. They say a hash 5, a hash 4. You better than a debate, no. Inti, I just want to be honest with you people. I'm not going to say we are sorry. We are not sorry. You could try better than your ball. Massa. Who is sky? So he's sky. Tiena near the hood to ye. You did Mr. P, you did Mr. S, you did Indiana, you pepe, Ubia, and Famobia. Indiana, maintaining our level like Adole. All right, Inti, so thank you very much to every single person who's made it on this platform this evening. On Facebook, good evening. YouTube, good evening. On TikTok, good evening. Good evening to other people watching us on other platforms. Yeah, but not nearby. Yeah, the Bashisha so on the team. Stay with me. It won't say I share, but still Vim. Juma de nani start no obimba ya friend no neka just Kevin Taylor any goes team no aba into obia entinance minya ya nkame rob was be 10-15 minutes. Mr. P, Mr. S, our team. It's exactly 9-8 in Ghana. If we can, you can dash me some 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I will enter Obuasi, open the phone lines for people in Obuasi to tell us about the policing situation in Obuasi, the Obuasi police commander, how corrupt the police service in Obuasi they have become, especially the central police station. A year around a year, AG roundabout. You name say Ofo Antuwasika Krana, sorry, Ofo a year, market worker Krana Oko Topa, close to the post office, no, Hona Obuasi Central Police Station. Echihono ena a year namena nati. So Unima inti, I know the place very, very well. It's got to do with a year Ghana. We will start from Obuasi, we will enter a year NPA for petroleum. Prices, nurses for payment to be about Obianka. I want the nurses into Yomokano, the health ministry, Aka Sembi, Momian Shed, a about Wiswaka, you're bidding Komobia for Coco, for a Coco phobia, MPP executive of Makovia Coco, Quacoton, any Ivory Coast for Comutiaboma Yachomo. Yabeka and Semisofa in team for Joe, Sibio, Wamun so Trumudi Energy Minister ABB and also we're also going to be talking about the minority in Parliament, the silly minority. We will discuss issues about Jandam, Dumsor Jandam, Samuel Wuku, and the rest, and Tra Omucha we want to kill. Road contract and the road minister, Mr. Agbuja, and the Ashanti regional minister, president to be. Ashanti no be president in the next bay. Yaman be 16 years in Kaho. Or then the first 16 years is okay, or 16 years. Yaman Kakranka young. Amwako is very young, very talented, very bright. And the roads minister Nakopi Ashanti region. On the famous, intelligent, honorable Amwako or the Ashanti regional minister or Santiniba or 2472 I endorse na open assembly Juma or Eswini. The roads minister is in the Ashanti region. We will bring you the footages and all that is happening. Swami interchanging the air course. Housing minister Swakasa. It's about to rain. Enche in Sunmestati housing minister initiative no take it to make sure say yenya flooding na etati what in crime beam housing minister we will do something on a military Ghana military so in same years we will be discussing. We will also be talking about Oforiata issues, gold board, so many things minus issue. The show is packed. It's really packed. So team the Juma de Nash Sheswano into Shamia. Oh, Boasia, you assume the team. Andra, the Beka Simbi Efa a year, Papa we are or ye Obuasi a year district commander, your friend Francis Echo. Now, this Francis Echo, no, so many things happening in Obuasia. Majority of Obuasi for in Bebunu any Timemufore who say police under this man has broken down a year when it comes to crime rate across and Obuasi above 5 o'clock crowd would be pay abontine Obibaka so be Kevin aseme see ya ocha branch say onye nedwuma ye no branch ne ka say ana papa we ka say ono de MPP ni na na ban beba na ban ba say bi ono sunim de obe no ena ma oyesa no we are going to take our time and do a short survey in Obuasi, and I would like the IGP, the Ghana Police Service, to pay attention to this particular topic. The reason why in TMS I say, this man, the Obuasi police station, Central Police Station, it has become a den of criminals. And when I say that is because and the unisika unimobi sesebio unimobi obedi wechi akoka wasema mawa okona wasema de kra under the leadership of this man Mr. Francis Ekono, they will make sure say obobeji sika na oma frustrate nipa. There are so many people I mean no say nyumbremo oboase police station aye de omatuma sebio no kran say omuni sikanti na dodo no edefiase ebi so de realistically omodi bone e no boda ho but dodo no nkofo omo ntumentua MPA enitina ende oboase police Central Police Station no ye ka ho asem. Today you cannot walk in Obuasi. Recently there was a raid in Obuasi crime drugs all over the place untimi pie anaju 8-9 krano you cannot get out. Now the reason why intia papa we endra mbeka na asem na is simple. Abrantie bi, I'm going to make it 5 very short. Obuasi ni abrantie bi epia bontene na sebio okoto so say nipa bi tata nebusuani na ote okono hu sadabi we mebusuani nipa bi tata ntima menko ho na menko ka nchom so nipa we mebusuani. In fact dia waye bia no monti ase say sebio asem nyina say abrantie nebusuani ne sebio na adwum kan kakra enti ohun se nipa bi jojo no a omotata ne so ekromfo enti abrantie ne ko ka say oh we me wofa na me angasa mwofa no sebio na adwum kan kakra na adenti na sebio mbrantie ketekete mudi mabetiri tata na bokobo no ekuno ena ehona na sebio mbrantie yi ene nipa ose papa ya na adwuma kan no epia bontere beka ase ampa papa ne yakromfo ena brantie sada bi we me wofa onye kromfo. In fact edie pa na we wi a ama ewia ketekete we moba abebro no ekuni ena mo so mo de inform ho na nse wa te se nkofo wi ade na o mo hwe papa no sibia ne ho te ne de a ene sa papa no oye kromfo ena brantie ne sada bi we me wofa wo bi so da adwunu kan de na menene gina sisi bibia nkuta no ena sebio mo so amudidi lechi mukutakuta nkonti baaya mo aba ne so yi mo nkire se sebio ade bi kuta mo a sebio ene no wiaye na abrantie no ekura ka kire mo se omunya abotre no mfre no wofa na ne wofa ba akoso meka ho no omonti ase se papa ne nya kromfo na emom eyo mo wofa bi a na adwum kan kakra omo pese sebio owetene fi ba odena ne nam enti omo ma ne wofa so mbra ema abrantie no so frɛ no wofa baaye ema wofa ne baaye ebegitum sampa ye de hye na sebio na adwune kam kakra ena ebia mohu ne ho basabasa na onya kromfo nipa na one ne mrantie ekutennua ne kontiba sebio omasi omutimu pose den ya omopese obobo abrantie no sebio ekoduru pempenso bi ma abrantie na ohun se yebo no wofa no ye pa ne wofa ewi no eka kyerem se oni bibi me na bigina hei me wofa nie. In fact se me wofa na ba na one sebio me wofa na sebio ana de na adwum kan kakra na eko police station mu nipa eko akoye de akoye reporter sebio momo mo nkona mingina ha minginem na munyina mu hu se me wofa na adwum ka no onya kromfo no mfa bibia enti wofa ba ko no baaye no ene ne wofa na na adwum kan no omo ne nipa bi eko police station abrantie ni gina wa na omo mba ena o se ndem ni bibi monje me phone nto ho na menkyira mo se me pese me kɔ na me kɔ hu de ekoso nti a me wofa no ene me wofa na se bi na adwum kan no obukɔ police station omo nsamba ya because o se di pom kɔ no omo ba no de report ba se me wofa no omfa bibia enti ama branch ni ja ono ankasa ne phone de ma papa na o se ewia na ade on store mu no ena odi ja papa no ena okɔye enti okɔye na okɔ hu sampa de ekoso nie na ebia de ekoso police station ti no mu nyamba ena o sa ba beka kyom se masaba me ndwane me phone wo mo ho me wofa no me kɔye na mpa omo police station ɛhɔ ena abrantie na one ne nkofo kutakuta nkontiba no etugu nu so omo bro no ena o se na me de ma yeden me wofa na be hu sam motatare na maba me kokora me de me phone jam no ena masa akwa aba eye de na me ba mo sase me ye kromfo efri se me na mabedi aginem se sebio me wofa no no wi ade a sebio edisi abuniti ende afie mo twom ho no mo bro abrantie no abrantie onam be bia ye bo no wofa no ena abrantie no ekɔ omde abrantie no kɔ police station omde police station ho no ena abrantie no ka kyom se me wofa na adwunu kan na omde dechi ena me be ka kyom se me wofa kra panyini sa baaye na mumbusa store ra we se edi ade pa na me wofa na adwunu akamu aka no watam wo store ho store ra na we ntuma anka mumbusa ne se ena mo se wo CCTV wo store o se am obi wo ho o mo se mo betuma kofa CCTV na ba ama ye nyina ya hwe o se the CCTV no chip nhyem ena ye busa no police station wo say sebio papa na wo so fa wade no wade poti bai pa no fa ya mo behu se hye no ho a mo je ya mo de aba police station omo nkuta bibia de ya ne say papa na osi ewiade on store mu one ne mbrante no omo ma police ni oboase police station ho 200 Ghana asem no enoa no ehwa no mo kye eye de abrante no eno mo de tra kantabak an police ni ba ku bie na no a we de nkwan wo ho under the leadership of this man. Police ni ba ku kantabak a, and this is all on video. Police ni ba ku kantabak a obi na no ka say we de asem we de nkwan wo ho. That means that they did not even listen to. They did not even listen. Police for did not even listen to Abrante and Asem. Store run Emma police for 200 Ghana. Almost say Asem with the enquire home. And catch up boss and almost start here. Inti Abrante na ya bono kwa. When you're internal bleeding. I was a police for Tia Asem no. The district commander ne catch and say on person be Tia Asem. In fact, technically, so Abrante and Yobian can ask Mamana. Abrante Momo nan baby be chili na question. Now the question here is, so we a police opinion. Near the Assam say crab with 2 with him. Nippon obey a report on the evidence when here extra say obi wiano or the bibi baba chreo. Nippon we wiano na edian o wiaye. The evidence when Obuasi police district commander within the boys of Mugu police station wo. Chrono any sadio mu yeninti. Abrante ni momuna na asem sebi wa be church asem onu mom no bo twa mo ho e pese mo tata no. Now nim there ya. And I would like to tell the Ghana Police Service and the Gold Board, Sa store way, the owner, ewo Obuasi, your first store no, Como Gold Trading Enterprise. Sebio, Sa Trading Enterprise, we gold trading, we illegal gold trading enterprise. Papa na Sebio, na ajunum kanono, we ngura store we mu. Ose o CCTV cameras ho, ose obi abe wiare de ne dia pa na Branton be wia ya. Na omo kobo no fa, obegine mu a ende, omo papa we kotie sikama police for. Team, get me the location of the store. Location, please. Ewo Obuasi. And this is the illegal gold business. Or you know, Obuasi. Abrante shop when you know. Or no ne gada akromfo a. Omo kobo Abrante a onim bibia ho hwe. Ne phone number ni 0245 275741 and 0559 163333. Into the Abrante way Obuasi and say, oh no. We be illegal gold business shop or toto gold that only license. And Ghana Brand say Oton gold now the license also could jail. So I am sending this respectful message to the Gold Board. A brand tiana store where Diano or Boise, he needs to be arrested. He needs to prove to Ghana for say our gold license, our buying license are obetumia to gold. A buying no aman and krata obetumia to gold. The Omiya Boise, I don't know. The omuye no Obuasi adansi kronuma police for no so buomo momo di sajuma. And you see, I am talking about this because Abrante na asem no ebia na onimobia obefa so mama tia asem no. Imagine say Abrante na onimobia obeka na asem mama no. Imagine say Abrante ya ema Ghana police for omo eye Obuasi Central eye district commander nkwara no etata no echi ne shemu no. Imagine say Abrante ni mobia. There are hundreds and hundreds of people are omo Obuasi sa district commander Francis Ekedo. That is what he's doing. And you see, Obibaka say Kevin, metihana ebia eye mabe kan sembi and I know for a fact. Say this district commander, in fact, this shop no Obuasi Dunkwan Junction. Ye fra area ho Dunkwan Junction. Hona store we wo. I was say Ochina, the Gold Board Task Force. They need to go to this guy and ask him, say, the license are odie bie a gold shop no ewe. Now, police for so you say, Mama Abrante weba ochina no be prove police for with evidence say, sa papa no owia omunyoma say, evidence that say owura the store muko wia ya, omafa ho abu obi almost the person akakramanewu. And these are the things we keep talking about. And there are so many people omo Ghana ha police phobia famra show mukusema omo ebunkofo ejelinko etatanko all because nipa bi wosika and omo police phobia sika and omo destroy for life. And intina yesterday I came to tell this man. Now when the matter happened, now we call police station one Abrante and say case we there I was say mushemu no papa we ka say o papa Kevin Taylor na do no wabone dam sana ban aba power ono sana ban ebeba power na ne MPP ne ba power ene ebehu de ebeso Ghana district commander we kwasa some original police station wo kan no. This is the nonsense this man said. Asema meda wanim na ubenya abotre na wa chirechire mu no na wa hwe asem mu no 200 Ghana cedis nti 200 Ghana cedis. So it forced me to call the Ashanti Regional Police Command. And they took the case from him, and now the case has been handed over to the divisional commander. Because Obuasefo nyina nim say papa we oye kromfo. He has been in Obuase adia all ye ne say otikrodem na edwuma ye de ama no onyo na oni galamsey for no owia galamsey for or gisika galamsey for ho na otata Obuase youth no na otikrom na ondi mmra so na mebie phone line sama Obuasefo so me catch you mema Obuasefo na nkasa be kan bonum asem edwuma a wo ye no okromo and obviously, they are going to people in Obuasi. Papa, where you made dear Bonnie or Odino, Echo Buffet, they are happy. But majority of the people know, say, Obuasi, a district commander, Francis Echo, is a liar. He's a police officer or a criminal. They are not supposed to keep him there. And this matter is, I am going to follow the matter to the court because it needs to enter court. Sir Abrante, we be this illegal gold buying shop, Obuasi. Or to gold because Ghana and Brother say nobody obian also to gold or Ghana. Say or to gold or Ghana and the license wine or china in the picture about to TV so I'm a Ghana for and the Ghana government and the gold board task force to put him on a wanted list until he proves say or license to buy gold in Ghana. Now I still have about 5 minutes to allow Obuasefo to call. Me na me person be we. But police paging kwasi asem okeka kan Obuase wo no omaje mbra ahye omani ase didi nkwasi asem no enti na meye saade we. Now we are going to pick calls from Obuase and Obuasefo, I hope you will not jam my phone. I hope Obuasefo will not jam this phone. Nope. Team, I'm trying to I'll be right back after this short break. We are trying to say if we can pick calls. Let me look at a few things. Let me hear there.
Me tetafo na me buy me baton fish. Ewo asafo market. Ya me be one wo hwe me. Da bia no pa me so dia oyem tema me. Awia ne ama me eto afufu anwuma so ne asebo me. Efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa. Eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de didi efra no pa me ba ha me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana me du ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo bo se ante se de adwuma no nya dum so yi abro wa de me na ye aye nyina firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho de mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai ade ani aye ma ye wo abro wa ti wo ma me won te se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei me te me we demonstration me kon ma kwa kama sam so a kire mama no humi mabo na dum se wonya na me ba intimi tan fishi wonya sika matari ane adi ene ma ba bibia ne be se NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na nti wo mama MPP fo no ne tane kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yo de ane kura nyina MPP me bati yesi ba bi de etobo ngomo de ane makobu agu ni pa kura mo bugu ya wa de wa aboa what one ne dai obi agu wonya demonstration bibi a mo se MPP fo na ye de se ne ye woni pa wo wo ni pa che mo dia ene ye fe mo nsore so ndi mama se wontimi a wonya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no wonya amade obetimi betena ho no wo hwe na mere wa ye mobo.
Before I go on,
Hello?
let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated opposition.
All right, so let's see if we can pick one or two calls now from Obuase. The phone line we'll be using today, and a year screen, so no. My team, they are telling me, say, if we can pick one or two calls, saying to me, I'm picking calls in that. We will pick phone line. It says +44. In fact, a year WhatsApp line. WhatsApp line. We are thinking of team. Yeah, we are thinking of. We are still thinking of. Okay, guys, give us 2 minutes. Give us 2 minutes. It's something we need to do.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us.
All right, so my team telling me we cannot pick calls. We're having some problems with our lines. So I think Ochna, tomorrow we're going to be live tomorrow. Ochna, you be phone lines now for Obuasi to also call. And today we cannot pick phone calls. We're trying to pick the calls. It's very difficult. We're having these feedbacks and all that. Inti, what we're going to do is Ochina and you be picking phone calls on this particular issue. But my promise was to say, very important to say, no, ama obuasino police no akosu this particular issue going on obuasino say yenyina ya me nyanya de na in fact ya kanu kra the police service na was say den it will be protected was for a free a year. No, maybe to say harassment, any forcing people to be sometimes admitting to crimes and or more admitted to Sanyaman Ebekoso akose problems. And into this a year district commander made it to a year show this. Now, what we would do then say within the weekend we would dedicate a year line Ediama a year was for to call and express views on Obuasi police Nankasa and the district commander Nankasa how or handle Obuasi policing, especially as some see recently who said this man is not on top of his job. And you receive a lot of messages from people in Obuasi and also from Obuasi. Actually, say they really want to talk on this matter because the echoes of Obuasi, in fact, they are not against the police, they are not against fighting crime, but it is beginning to look like, say, the district commander, this man or that's he's basically doing party politics Obuasi Central Police Station. Until they want Ghanaians and the IGP to hear almost the worker. Now, young Jai Obuasi Nkwa, what we are going to be doing from tomorrow, and they say, Obuasi show we are, and I say Obuasi phone in we are. We will be picking random regions and allowing people to be calling about how the policing is in respective districts and region as a whole. Because we need to also watch and monitor the police. It is beginning to look like some of our police officers, some of the Impenifono regional commanders, district commanders, divisional commanders, or whatever you call them, some of them are not doing their job. They are basically taking the law into their own hands. And then at the end of the day, IGP, any albino, and they be taking blame, people will be criticizing the government, criticizing the Ghana Police Service, the IGP, and also criticizing the president. At least, the Ghana Police Service, we want to make sure, say, every single commander, district commander, regional commander, divisional commander, every single person is working. We are not just going to end at Obuasi. Obuasi is the beginning. The criminality happening at Obuasi Police Headquarters, it needs to stop. And this man is the first casualty. We are going to allow the Obuasi people to call and tell us. We are going to allow the Obuasi people. Thank you very much, team. We are going to allow the Obuasi people to call and tell us what is actually happening. The Ekoso ewo eye Obuasi and the Obuasi Fwankasa ehu policing how it is now, and that is what we'll be doing very soon. In the end, you're doing pick phone calls, or China be discussing Obuasi policing. If you are, you be choosing another district or another region to question the leadership when it comes to policing. Right, there are so many comments coming in. Same as Takwa in Swayem Bonsa Dumpim environs. People are sending messages. We need you at Volta Sugakope. Things are going on in Sugakope. People want to talk from Sugakope about policing in Ghana. Ebimusu say, good evening, Kevin Taylor. Me and my family hold you. Continue good work. Okay, where a message coming from so many people. And we read the messages now. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. And this is not political. This is to make sure policing in Ghana, it has become something Ghana citizens will be comfortable with the Ghana police personnel and I say service ejuma omoye ewo Ghana. So we will attend to this particular matter from tomorrow. Into Obuasi 4, hold on. I'm not done with Obuasi. I'll be back. We'll be working the lines tomorrow, fixing everything. When we have the green light or get a green light from the team, say we can pick calls from tomorrow. Ochina Thursday, I will be here. Ochina na Thursday, I'll be here to open the phone lines for Obuasi people to call and tell us what is actually happening. Obuasi Adanse. Now, Mama Jumadi no Enshisha, so it's very, very important. Team. Producer, I'm busy. Please, I'll call you back. Now, Mama Yang Stati Enfria. And the MPA for a year idea your friend price floor no abba a year petrol any diesel eboa e was say petrol station bia na filling stations ana mo frɛ no ana say a gas station bia wo Ghana bia a ton petrol any diesel. NPA reduces price floor of petrol to 13.25 Ghana cedis per liter and diesel to 14.30 per liter from May 1st. Inti NPA, the National Petroleum Authority led by Edudi Tamaklo Council, omude adia your friend price floor naba. Yaka price floor a boa I was say nationwide. Petrol bia obeto ana diesel bia obeto no a liter of petrol no I was say a ton of 13.25 and a liter of diesel no I was say a ton of 14.30. In the middle of two wars, Russia-Ukraine war and Iran Israel American war no, the government of Ghana is still finding ways to reduce the price of fuel. That shows how this government is ready to serve the people. Near to Kromha and an anquasia for catches Russia Ukraine war tea kufa de yeda no homa. Russia Ukraine war tea baumia esebio wenya kaka. Russia Ukraine war tea Samira baumia kwasi eduro nam so no ebebo the dam ansa na wewu. Inti sanya wani nyom kaka kire. But right now we have a government that is faced with two wars. In fact, Russia-Ukraine war na MPP for the GSC di COVID levy baye, omode levy baye, omode ensemble bebregu yeso. As we speak today, the Russia-Ukraine war is still ongoing. Enjoy it. And the matter MPP for energy hunsam and a kania and kwasia for wait power. BBM ka say Russia-Ukraine war nti omo to kanium. Omo ka so ma free light, free electricity. Omo we and also Russia-Ukraine war nti also be atua. Many will say and John Mahama ne NDC no. Russia-Ukraine war is still ongoing. Obia enja santokwa no ejinem. Santokwa ni jinem. Remember, there's another war ongoing. Iran, America, Israel, almost aircon. Inti also TSS Abaywe is doing so well. Abaywe is basically subsidizing. Sa pressure na nkababe gu so no. Abaywe just sa pressure no. Abaywe feeling the heat na. Also feeling Abaywe heat no. And this is a listening government that is ready to serve its people. This is not Jandam. This is straightforward. Anytime I say in some bar, aya wanka says busa questions. Mumudu do na say Russia Ukraine war no twem. Entwem. And John Mahama, Russia-Ukraine war, what is waka wasamda? What is the Edudi Tamaklo of NPA? Waka Russia-Ukraine war wasamda? What is the energy minister? Waka Russia-Ukraine war wasamda? What is the finance minister? Aba parliament? Aba Russia-Ukraine war wasamda? Yawa a new war that is happening. In the middle of these two wars, the NDC government etimi afa kwambiso ati petrol so about 13.25 all the way to which is petrol and a diesel 14.30. Remember. Russia-Ukraine war no war from NPP free power NDC buy they were able to drop the price of fuel to 9 Ghana cedis per liter. They were able to drop it to 9. Now saying another war we abeka ho ama the Iran for the America for diesel ni petrol air ban no blocking internet akodu even this it is better than the Kufuado Baumia 8 years. Even at this price, it is better than Nana Dankwe Kufuado and Mahamudu Baumia 8 years on Metina Power. No, still it is better. It should tell you that the governors, the managers of this country, they are intelligent. And there are people who tell you the truth. And the majority of you, Moshe, a press conference, no, energy minister John Jinapo, Edema Ghana for no, you could see what we call transparency and honesty. On say oya press conference ni wie ya ye be chechim no Ghana fo nyina ate omo ho ase obi enim de ekọ sa na de chechire man ye de no kura nkwa na chechire man na go for true 40 se baomia on ka no kure ne be ma kura odim ne tintin se de fa ontumi ka no kura nchire yire obeka kire se atrofo konkonsafo eno medi Ghana. So no, when it comes to governance no kure na chechire man se nkenye atro a ankekufo ado ontumi di president da anka baomia ntumi be ye running mate of ekufo ado emedi vice president of Ghana da atro and the Baumia be the vice president. All because Mahmoud Baumia ever opposition from 2008 or 2012, 13, 14, 15. We were not able to question Mahmoud Baumia into over PSFMA. No more to Baumia de. Adena Baumia is not lecturing us on economy now. And the Baumia to be called a school that is into catering, not Okwako preach digitalization. And we keep telling Ghana we keep telling Ghanaians, thank you, Mr. S. The NPP, they cannot manage, they cannot govern a nation. Inti memawati say, and the price floor na bana, even in the middle of two wars. Don't forget, in the middle of two wars, in Tokwa mienu chenchire esi ewiase kon ho. Still, the NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama, they are able to drop the price of fuel. Busa say omo the same. Busa say hey, na NDC ni John Mahama no e de no mutimiti petrol so abra na na Akufo Addo ba omi aka che say Russia Ukraine wanti Akufo Addo hom banti because of that. Ukraine hit Russia Black Sea oil terminal for second time in 4 days. Date show the 20th of April and the 28th or 29th. Just 9 days ago or 8 days ago. Ukraine for echo hit Russia for baby a sebio omo omo Black Sea baby a omo oil omo tankers terminal baby a omo see omo oil no Ukraine for blast or bibim. O te say Mahama kan ho asem. O te say Ato Force kan ho asem. O te say John Jinapo kan ho asem. O te say Edith Tamakula kan ho asem. O te say Bosta kan ho asem. O te say Tofo kan ho asem. Enkwasiafo MPP fo ejimi. We are not stupid. This war is still ongoing. But still, NDC to manage at petrol. So you need to understand this is a government that is truthful and honest. Say Sibio Omunya Papa Omonamoneche. Emuya Dinswa Abanwe, they are always honest with Ghanaians. And that is the government we have been fighting and speaking about. To say Ghana for Momayantinyo maybe I say Abanwe by some bechichre. Endra. And I can tell you on authority. Shade. As we speak today, akosomo dam na eja tomu a and the amanfo bi sabotage aban MPP for mu yedwuma gridco ECG any other energy sectors a omo yamadwene say na na Akufo Addo ne ba omianko of chihye wo mbeso mo say man no omo twetwa jatum no and the hardworking energy minister John Jinapo say I confirm that earlier today the third unit at Akosombo was successfully put into operation. See, or the necessity bu akachem say, John Mahama say on kanchrem say, Akosombo na ejatomu no, transformer miensa na ejatoma na esho no, and the obetuma kachrem say, first one omo fixe no, second one omo fixe no, and the third one no omo twejatuma ebu ejuma, and yes omo twejatuma say no. Oma sa starting machine no, engineers etuma ye juma machine no, eye Akosombo sa plant na ho no, third one no ebu ejuma. Intime no ka say in less than 1 week, energy minister way, any ECG, Greek for etmatnas ni engineers. I'm a problem ebeda so no, and it's our problem no. Sebio ya solve the kakra. How could him not say this milestone will improve power generation and enhance supply reliability? Or say sadia ye nyina yetumi aye. Yenya abotre Greek for ECG for or no any abana etumi nya abotre ka omadwini bomu a omotumi make sure say within a week plant na ewa Akosombo miensa eja tomu no omotumi asama ne ye adwuma no ose ye nyina no yembo ehwo abaso efiri say ye de odo nyansa ene no kore ene yetumi de asiesie ama Akosombo machines a sebio ese ya den eja tomu no oma den omotumi ama ne nyina asa ejina ne na so we first update memo second update okorenim it also reflects our continued commitment to maintaining a resilient power system. Okono say the technical team is currently working diligently to bring on the fourth unit. Time eja to Akosombo no eye generators ana machines akese and 9 Ghana inyinamunkania no uchichemu a emu oha eduonu num eye 25% and anasa generator 9 we control produce ejato ho generator and 9 no na ni nyina ahye within 3 to 4 days no emu miensa saatem we oka asem we na ende anope na oka asem we se na o say akaba akọ eka ho a number 4 no eno so omo di nwadwuma a omo hwese ende omo betuma den omo betumi ama eno so abo adwuma into oka sakole no say this progress underscores team I say I need the last one team. I can't find it. Okay, so I'll say this progress. Coming, guys. All right, I have it. Thank you. Okay, so I'll say this progress underscores some the fact in Mamo. So that will be a rainfee. I said this progress underscores our resolve to come out of this unfortunate fire incident stronger, with a renewed focus on stability and reliability in power supply. It was this ejumapa yedi and the yankaniasem asa ejina na so no okache Ghana for say abama ye nyina ya tiase say ye kan hubom na ye de adwene pa na ye de akomakro ene no kore edi dwuma enye atoyenche bi abeto Ghana yankaniasem ene senia ekori nyina no ebetumi ejina na so ama yetumi akekere Ghana ama sebio ye nchirimba no so aba abeto Ghana omakoma ebekọ ho eno ene de eye John Jenapo ekaye. In fact me team na send me another update or the aba afa eye sa eye fourth generator no say me team no they are trying to get me eye the fourth one was I another update. Energy Minister no the second update aba ya pese we say sa update no sebio eye fourth generator no omotumi aya na eno na me try say to pull it on the system from the system to show you na when we say fourth generator no eye energy ministry no ana energy minister no omotumi aye fourth generator no mate say or the update aba say in fact fourth one no omaye. In fact this is the update. It generator 4 ni nyina no as we speak no energy minister no say the fourth update raba or say enda anadwi about 9 p.m. anadwi about anadwi 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. the fourth unit at Akosombo Dam was successfully brought into operation, an encouraging step that strengthens power generation and reflects the dedication and expertise of the team behind the effort. Inti, as we speak, you know, asama etoya atoyenchema etoya 4 days ago, generators by a naya ejato ni within 4 days, you know, maximum 4 days, you know, the energy minister, the NDC government, enyumbre the minister na kache Ghana for says sa generators and 9 nyina astati eye dwuma omotumi agina omona so etumi asa ahyehyɛ no e de mfidie foforo abɛhyehyɛ hɔ ama yasa apka eja atumu a ebo edwuma gidigidi ene enyumbre nkane a wonsɛm no sebio enko atwe saa sebio sende enyumbre okane aduma na nya bo apayo eye edwuma eye energy ministry no eye ECG eye say ye generators e wo Ghana no ni nyina benya hoden pa o kane ne ba sebio endum but majority of eye edwuma na e wo say eye na Akosombo ma nkane ne gina ne na so no sebio energy minister say now also tell say in the next 48 hours 72 hours no mobile start improvement in air power distribution Ghana kania honsem no sebio ebegina na so kakra if you say nyoma na air set your back in kania sambia na enwa kwa atwe kakra Akosombo ejatomu na sebio omo ye hyenyi chenyi transformers bi no transformers de omo da ho chenyi in kania ebedundum kakra but de na ama sebio in kania bebre dundum yo Ghana bebre no na efa Akosombo a na kania nyiremu kania ho odin kese no dodo na ebi wo no ende saa dwumade no John Jenapo energy minister through abanwe no omotumi ene ECG Greco aye dwumaden ama generators enane nyina ende dwuma da bia ka kire Ghana for yede no kro na kekere man yemfa atro enkekere man so obenya political party to say MPP a impreko do so chen dipa na what they do is they thrive on lies atro it almost say the last 2 days, you know, Dumsor, because they don't have any message for Ghanaians. They wish to say, Anka Kronia Timno, Keja to Manashi. But you see, Onyankopon the NDC ba power. Ghana for akoma power the NDC ba power no. Sa eya honhom ne Onyankopon honhom na etare omochi no. We might face problems, but definitely we will succeed. We will go through and we will be successful. Ni nyina ne akoma pa ene odo ene nokura ye bedi a kire Ghana for. You don't need to be super intelligent to govern. You just have to be honest. The moment you are honest, there are some issues that are beyond you to solve in a short term. And there are some issues that are not beyond you. You should be able to handle in the short term. In this area, when issues happen and it's beyond you, you let the people understand, say, it is beyond us. We will need a little bit of time to solve it. Don't come and tell us, say, and say, na MPP, you know, oh, we see, Dumsor, na po Jimmy for, now we can say. That is not governance. This is governance 101. And as we move on, you better say energy sector no esesa. You better say nkania ni jina na so kakra. I'm not going to say okania bedum emba biom. No, I'm not saying say and the problems are ebaba nkania edudum kakra enya ade ebeba. It will still be there a little bit. That means say there is a government that is working. The ECG is working. Gridco is working. They will keep changing the transformers. The inconveniences will be there a little bit. It does not mean say but you need to understand the effort abino edi she jumadia omudim. you need to understand that Abanwe is willing and ready to help Ghana, the energy sector, no, to sustain it. Hey, I mentioned about there. So person who say MPP for Jimia, emun kwarani penifo nyine Jimia. Shade. You see the story? I wasn't going to go there now, but let me go there quickly. You see, and the minority for a press conference. And press conference, no more sitting. These were people who were in charge of our energy just 1 year, about 1 year, 5 months ago. Where mun na any omote? Almost say government owes $700 million in power sector debt. Who doesn't know government owes? The NPP, before they left power, they left a car of $1.2 billion energy sector. Now, abandoned to make manaka 700 million. You are making noise. Moya. Who in Ghana does not know, say, energy sector, no, there's debt there. Who does not know? Who in the NDC ever came to Ghana to tell Ghana say, energy sector, they can't work? Who in Ghana, why not be Gina TV so what NDC? What be catch Ghana say, energy sector, no, there's a cow hunting the brand, no. The NPP and the Kufuor Baumiano, Omuja eka $1.2 billion. That was when we had that IPPs, independent power producers, they were suing government. They were threatening to shut their plants down. And they're the same animals, the same piglets. A Jimmy Four, they are back. We are doing press conference. Ekada, energy sector. There's debt. Everybody knows. Who doesn't know, say, eka. When they were Ghana, all them say, energy sector, eka Obiedim. John Mohammed won't throw that. Energy sector has never lied to anybody. Say energy sector they can eka wom, but the fact of the case is to say eka na mujaya no na $1.2 billion. Into send in less than 1.5 years, abandoned to make manaka $700 million. And kwasiafo into mo be pamotu okroma na se den. Yama be pamotu okroma na se yenya den. These are the foolish people we cannot allow to come close to power again. These are the foolish people. Omuni munyansa because you see. Their followers and the people who believe in the NPP, no, were former to the point say, Jimina Dokroma, they cannot even reason beyond a year. Sebio Preko Awanam. The foolishness is too much. Inti Ekada energy sector inti what should we do? Eka $700 million our power sector, no. Inti what should we do? Yanya deng. Yanko boa bainana, yanko deng. What should we do? What should we do? We are asking you people. Injesia and Ekada Untiantuma Baumia. 700 million Ekada or Intiantuma Baumia. Now move power Muja can send the tour. In 9. But let me show you the way MPP for Jimmy. They be America so much Jimmy. I am a man for Mr. Kevin Taylor. The W. Bimenya Korao. Me say, Memenya Korasao. In China, sometimes more social media no. I am both dinner mo be famous. I am just say is the saka. And is it menya korasa. I'm not a kid like that. Me when I fe, share na share me hu ye. Anytime imagine also Kevin a small boy. Share mo yire no mamu no mtiti nya metuma nyi mo nyina aware omo asade omo che. Majority of you these young boys. Yeah. Metuma mo nyina dwetre 90% of you metuma mo dwetre. And this over social media. Now one gasa busa ho say Kevin Taylor. Why now was starting on social media on my ass on maybe for our survival? Go back and check your records. Say why now social media or yeah now you saw Kevin Taylor ebabe yeah gidigido social media and they are relevant. Who? Tell me one person. Nobody. Because Juma would do any kind of audience say Kevin Taylor tia and the way akwara. You need to understand say onyankopon bambo enka ho a. You cannot do what I am doing. It is not a joke. That is why some people are called to do this job. Busa so a young man who was social media. When you feel kakra, oh koba na oyaba. Busa who say Kevin Taylor started a Juma weno. Why ain't too many Kevin Taylor ya banta with my survival till now? None of them is surviving. Upeje ngua wanga sabe bodam. One bodama. Uye show crowd or girlfriend grandche. And that is the power we control. It is because of the credibility and the truth ne kutayano. It is not a joke. And it's a some small way be there. Don't let us get angry with you because when we get pissed with you, we will take it from you. And we will not ask permission. We control, we will take it. So maintain your level. So if you're a young man, a young woman, you are making some small coins, $100, $70, $800, be on Twitter, TikTok, maintain that and take that to survive. Because oh yes, sir. Near the Edibesi on say, yeah, Jiwa no aduane a ho be mobo. Now, I'm trying to create MPP Omo Jimmy. You see this? Look at this. Samia Wuku waka asembi ewo UTV ende. Momi anya abotre na menkyere mo adekodienti MPP fo Jimmy. Ghana was not experiencing Dumsor when Akufo-Addo handed over power to the NDC government. Ghana was not experiencing Dumsor when Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Bawumia handed over power to the NDC. What you say? Samia Wuku kwateboto say, time ana omufri aban mu no. Samia Wuku jefu no or say time ana omufri aban mu no. Na Dumsor ni ho. Omo di to me Emma John Mahama 2024 no. Na Dumsor ni ho. Almost say you got to about 7 December. Time omo dane to media ma NDC na Dumsor bi ani ho. We convo we you got na NLA we sika. I have and what me be say me mom hu adekudi ente people like Samia Wuku go upon kromamo. Before I go into the matter, Samia Wuku is one of the most daftest young men omoba MPP. You see, Samia Wuku was started with Peace FM. And I come if I come the started hypo no. Oh, kapo. Anopani a friend in news time. Enyumre news hour ni a friend no. Oh, kapo akasa. Oh, anopatutu not Peace FM. Na come if I come hypo na come Samia Wuku onye any good communicator. Samia Wuku is not anybody who has any aura. Obetumi aka say time na Samia Wuku lead the MPP as a national youth organizer no. Na shomo mu di na china na BGB for way. How can you say na Samia Wuku some intelligent person? The wind, you know, it was blowing in that direction. And that moment, you know, Kwame Sefakamu, a young man they can use to do their dirty job. And remember a couple MPP for, because when you look at the MPP very well, from Samia Wuku era bedu handeno, na nyansani bi anim. So any fool, obia wa jefu bia be di anim ni afan couple back into what they did and say almost situated with Peace FM. Anopa kokroko no so area afternoon show ni afre no enyumbre news ni afre no into that is how consistently a man forgot to know. So Samia Wuku kasama MPP and one so couple where the on be boys name. That's all. On any extraordinary intelligent communicator with exceptional skills when it comes to no. The good thing Samia Wuku is good at, and they say, Onya Tumia, he's able to pay the media. He's able to give money to the media into Oshebebi no Bokro, not to say NLA. Majority of the media, no more you money. That is how he survives in politics. Now, may I address the issue, Nankasa? I see time I know free power, no. There was no Dumsor. Where yes, Samia Wuku. And he was trying to say on YouTube, say, "Na Dumsor bi eni ho omoba power no." Let's go and listen to this police dog.
He handed over to a power sector that was stable. Akufo-Addo handed over. We were near Dumsor more. I'm not saying in the entire 8 years of the MPP, we never had incidents of power outage. I'm never saying that. That would be playing the ostrich. But what we did as a government was never to find excuses. Anytime there was a difficulty or there was a problem, we found ways how we solve the problem. Today, you know the impact? Now, you better say earlier. Now we can't cool store business. Because videos of Nkofwa, omujetreo, abna, omode kofa nam, omoketi ubi mezi. Mekati ubi mezi. Ama ene omujetreo no. Yeshegu. Now Yeshegu no kwa na the end oh, it has its own health implications. We are lucky. Now kotonam no catch us as say no ntoma. You can have people or share a car waba on catch us nam na say. But we are coffee na bones over problem. Number 2, what about the businesses of omo eti? What about businesses omo pama there? I'm talking about even the small scale. Small and medium enterprises. I'm not even going to the factories. They may even afford some generators and plants. But a hairdresser being, how many hairdressers now Ghana or more generators? Let's be sincere. How many tailors, dressmakers, and more generators? And you'll be honest, it's a despite group of companies. To make matters worse, and now I made a post on my social media. I am a member of parliament under siege. In my constituency alone, there were 87 basic schools. 87. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 10. No. 87 schools in Kinkiti. 87. 87 no BC candidates ebe chonsoche. O kombo mo 2,100 kids. There were 10 senior high schools in one constituency. It be at 3,200 per school. It be at 3,500. It be at 2,700. Let me even make it 2,500 on the average. You are talking about no less.
And thank you very much. I just want to tell you this. Listen to some cheap politics he's doing. Listen to some cheap politics. In Korea one constituency in Yinano, almost sorry, almost Yandia, we are, and I don't want to Musia into BEC for one constituency, Omina be for Kora. SSC form cultural SSC, Omunina Siadia, we are, Omina Siadia Anajo, Akora cultural exams and a pan 9, or Kosiadia Anajo 12. Just a cheap, basic, stupid politics. Some cheap politics be and now kotonama now yabukrabe ya na enamno na aton dia ase amount na wa mo ani anya dia san kwasia ekue chan politics na no ma yetiti nkurasefo we dia safo politics bantama politics and na onim omomoton ade and na tailorfo and na hairdressers and na esi akrampo de yedum ya kanea na oba me constituency a enkora we nyina kotro BEC inti enkora de nyina be feli adentira kanea ni wo odwan Ojain na akora fi anopa ekosi enwumre 6 weltume nsua de anaju 9 o'clock na akora ko sua de ko pass exams. This is cheap politics. This is a young man makajum say they don't know anything about, they know nothing about communication. Now say MPP no do na Jimmy inti the one eye man no they seem as intelligent. This is a member of parliament and reasons are all roadside politics. And that is how they do their politics. So, hey, when we there and there, you see, can you do and ye, just say, to me, ye, Oba Santimema, and Kwasia politics say, yeah, this is cheap. This is a member of parliament who tells us, oh, where do you see there, where do you can people, share cheap politics be all ye, no time. Ekufado, time Ekufado to power, no, yeah, handy over power to the NDC, no, na, yeah, was stable energy, or dying. And then these are the kind of politics they do. Inti uboso omone nam kokwa ase eyi. Se sia de Mahama bae no, se sia no, ya se tailor phone to me pama de. Enkwara mkotro BEC no, sa ankora 80,000 no, obia ni bebi obeko efri se, samia wuku se wanto candle ambanti, kania ni wenti munyina mkoto abanti ya NDC. That is the stupidity of the NPP. And then makache so omuni munyansa, mame starting freche da mchira wade. Mame mchira wade bi. This is 2024.
Let's get to it. This conversation.
Sorry. This is 2024.
Let's get to it. This conversation is of national importance. The lights keep going off, and we keep hearing different stories. But listen, what's going on? Benjamin Boache joins us. He's the Executive Director at the Africa Center for Energy Policy. That's ACEP to you and I. John Jinapo is also on the line. He's a ranking member in Parliament's Mines and Energy Committee. Gentlemen, good morning to you both, and thanks for your time with us.
Good morning, Kojo, and thanks for having us. Good morning, Honorable.
All right. If it's all right, I would like to start with you, Ben. Look, load is being shed. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're perfectly right. Load is being shed, particularly during the peak hours. There are some significant loads that are shed.
So what's the difficulty here? Why do we keep hearing conflicting stories, and why is it so hard for us to get organized about this, since we are all affected?
And I mean, I think it's the challenge you have. I have the same. The light to go off is visible. It's not, an invisible event. So people will see their light off. And so
this is 2024. They were shedding load in 2024. This is February. February 2024. There was Dumsor in Ghana. And today you had a young man, ne to do so chain in him. Obetina TV so say, "Aye, time na Ekufuado free power no, na Dumsor no." Let me show you something. I'm show you. This is 2021. 2021. My electrical appliances have been destroyed by Dumsor. 24722. This is December 2021. We started shedding with load shedding in 2020. They did not do anything about it. They did not bring in any new equipment. They did not change any transformer. No muti kroma na na omudi madin kwasiasam area yesika. The same time omokofa mikime obaye. 2021 or 2472. Okache Ghana for say load shedding Dumsor na asene fridge or 2 for na bekan me nam kan. Yene nka say na ne wofa. Eya chiamia oti MPP kache Ghana for in 2021 December say Dumsor asay ne fridge a onu munsuo kakra wom Dumsor asay no kwasia samia ukujimi jina bejina say time Ekufuado free power no yanko enim kakra. This was 2021. Now this was 2023. 2023 transformer overload cause of localized lights off. 2023 Dubik Mahama bekache Ghana for this was on the 23rd of March 2023. Dumsor na mo experience no transformers ni nyina ye weak and the kwasiampanyi yes sa transformer also ntiase. Dubik Mahama John Mahama na appointed no. Dubik Mahama in 2023 na John Mahama na president. Samia Uku Jimmy for Dubik Mahama eka asemwe no na NDC for the power. Dubik Mahama kachre he was the ECG boss or say transformers wo Ghana nyina say eni na munya Dumsor na ende John Gina Potter ni nyansani aba na ohhehye ne ye to transformer foforo ba wo kwase ate santase ka kire me say ene Dumsor aba me MPP ni odwan. This is 2023. Now, anka muni munyansa time na mu ECG no afenyo kenya board chair wo ECG no sanka afenyo kenya kwasiampanyi a anka wankoto new generators, new transformers, ambesheshe na Ghana e makane na engine so 2023 March you were telling us say transformers na aye weak nti na ende obi abado ni munyansa na ohhehye transformer no yete kroma na motam Ameri transformer generator Ameri motam kwasi Kumasi Musa di atem gu so time John Mahama koto Ameriba ya modem kwasi atena baby di John Mahama atem mumubi mumunipa because MPP na jimi mumubi mo say nwan into the MPP beka bia na di akire Ameri ne koto ba ye no baby na esire nya Ghana but ye tam Ameri ne free baby na esi wo Ghana na edi ko Kumasi when kasa wo Ghana. The foolishness of an MPP affiliate, the foolishness of an MPP youth, the foolishness of an MPP piglet. This limited liability party way enkwasiade emunkwara Jimmy impenifo ni nyini anoma bodam. I know you say refi. We are going to use your own terminal report to let Ghanaians know say yedumatema we have all the rights. In fact, we have what we call the patent to insult you people because mwe Jimmy, this is 2024. Recent Dumsor unfortunate. We are working to address it. This was in April 2024. Sorry. This was in April 2024. Achichidiana bekachire say, Dumsor na ekoso no, odenyame pa ye chew. Dumsor no omo ye nwe djuma, odwan. And it started from 2021. Ye da ye esumu, ye say otu for fridge, ye say generators, ye tena kroma, obi anye dede. Inyan and the mabata TV so bodum kan and na me hodomo me constituency no enkwara ni nyina ekotro BEC. Na enkwara no me vampires. Ewia mu tunsua de odwan SS for no more constituency no ade anadwungwa no musua de o me ajantra for nkwara. Why can't they study in the day? Because akoro go exams to chanopa, why is they supposed to be studying at night? When kwase fu gina na parliament say ye young people ye be say DMPP enim ye de emfa to me mamo ajantra for. This is the terminal report wey 2024 March. Napo publish your own Dumsor timetable opoku prempe kwasi ampenyi. Napo ne hwini se bini. Oka kire se yeni anka ko publish your timetable se yesi Dumsor aba. O se wo free power na Dumsor ni ho. Na wo anka wo free power na Dumsor no transformers ye change no. Transformers foforo be na hu se ye change no Ghana. Such foolish boys and girls. All because party mun kwara na Jimmy. Party mun penifo na adwene wo form into ofu bia ka bibia they grab it. Me say mo better position a chew because the level of ignorance Jimmy it is tough. We will struggle to isolate you people from foolishness. Because you see, MPP ni akwara na okasa. Utubusa say we na na say no. Because the level of foolishness, the level of mediocrity, and how they are not able to learn anything, open themselves up, open their horizon to even accept to say, yeah, it is so hard. I'm going to say in free. I just say free. Sometimes when you sit and you listen to them, you're like, ah. So these are the people who are going to vote, convince me Ghana need to vote for Bawumia. Are you people stupid? Answer. Speak truth. Let the people know. Mutina power. Ghana focus say, hey, yan can ye doom. Mo say yanyoma. Yan yankasia na na 2 for na to so na masoro 2 for na me. Okache say mo MPP for nkwase for ma say me fridge obi ehun nyansa nkoto fridge am otufo na na meto ba kwa ma MPP ni bia ni wa onim nyansa otumi kwakache say na na meto fridge achew e na mudi gu nkran gu maaso ma mo ntohwe e te say bongres na mudi gu nkran 47 MPs ma mo nyina maso mo ntohwe akogu nkran e na mudi gu maaso nkwase afo mo go hu abijan fo ma won nkran mako hu ba o mako taki akotwitwa mo body o mo ne na mo ayese cyborg fo Emma Odon Saka ha don't touch here. Emma Udom Kosi Fitema, Yentumi Nyom Juma, Yetumi Ye Benz now with a hotel, and a mobile whom my own crime and Quasiafo, Mufri a cry a punim, and ye must a mombran crime, befer to me, and from Punto Murphy, 47 MPs, and chain, Mubadun Kaya, Namugo Jantra for some Quasiafo, went to me in Punto and Coffee. Oja. I like you for more than go for a Jimmy do in 9. I meant to some energy when some will be Ghana dying.
I do what you actually. One not been doing. One not do a Sata. One not do I want to Mr. Lydia. Talk about the Kajinani. I want to do that. So I advise you now.
This should be our last time speaking on energy issues in Ghana. I'm going to say Jimmy on. And I'm going to say 1992. Now my can some Insha FM, Peace FM. Now my better terrorists can kwasi some 2 finoma soroko. Baby, I'm more a puni wa mo bedroom cry. Am I confused? Mo apu mo hundia mo fan kofi. Mo apu, mo nam, mo posna, mo adwene, mo nyanya nkyere, mo salmon, bugu maso. Mo de mo hwa bom to te se bongres nkwasi afo 47 MPs. But to have put you on coffee, and then I'm a famous thing, Yantiasia, and a Dumsor. Now the Danko for that Chidiana catch. This is 2024.
As your president, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all Ghanaians for their patience and understanding during recent temporary challenges with the electricity supply across the country. Over the period, the issues surrounding maintenance of transformers and gas supply have been successfully resolved, resulting in a sufficient improvement in power supply. As your president, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all Ghanaians for their patience and understanding during recent temporary challenges with the electricity supply across the country. Over the period, the issues surrounding maintenance of transformers and gas supply have been successfully resolved, resulting in a sufficient...
2024 obi apo independence go bi ani ho kekan kwasi asam kania na dum ka kire wa ne ti se bim ena obegina so aduzo gure nim no kasa kasa mo tete Ghana mo sai ka ekro no ya begine ye ne ya mo afi mo to kekan kwasi asam. This is some of your terminal report 2024.
Thank you so much for choosing us. And now let's begin from the president, where President Akufo-Addo has for the first time admitted to the challenges in the energy sector that has forced many to live without electricity, sometimes for days, and has grounded to a halt some businesses that are heavily dependent on electricity. He was speaking at the recommissioning of the Ameri plant, which is now called Kumasi 1 thermal power plant in the Ashanti region.
It is my expectation that with enhanced electricity supply, these enterprises will expand and offer further employment opportunities to our youth. Ladies and gentlemen, in the course of the last 7 years, my government has had the opportunity to translate promises and assurances into result-orientated projects, especially as the Ghanaian people have in clear and absolute terms demanded results that will transform the country for all. One such commitment is the delivery of affordable and reliable electricity to drive our nation's industrialization agenda and position Ghana to become a net exporter of electricity in the ECOWAS region.
90% of MPP for Akwea Son community azie. Omo tama Mary ni kosi Kumasi. Eno kwaji dizo Dumsor ba ye de Mary ni be solve Kumasi for problem. Ya to Mary ni be si ho, na ya ti Kumasi edi mahama tem se ade ne yakoto Mary aba. Me se onyankopɔ hata sui, oni konfonoche sebio no sunsum ombetua ye ka. Se konfonoche onyo free na se sebio oye konfonoche te se tuntum te se me. Na se sebio de omkaka to do so no enya no kre. Ena nya nipa bi ena kase konfonoche na oye blacksmith ena oye azan akoya konwa bi ba ye be daadaye na se nsem mo ka nya no kre me se onyankopɔ wosoro one otwadi apokwa me nkasa nkasa wosoro one konfonoche susum ebe tua ye mu bi ka ye nka no kre mo nka no kre mo tena kro na mo sei kro no mano ekekansam mo twatro de bia me ka kire eye nkora o munyini se sebio ohum nuanom asantefo de bi na owu eye mampama sebio ana wowo ana se cobra sebio chechira santini no na ja cobra no na santini an tirim odin a onka no kura o ye MPP ni no o ye dangerous chen cobra wadwa intiminjai abuwa toruwa minjai wa we pa o bodam me say de bia futum de man kwara o munyini asantefo nkwara o munyini enfantefo nkwara o munyini enzemafo nkwara o munyini enkranfo nkwara unam nwuram deep na ukohu cobra kakraka ni ti India fo cobra black na nwa santini a o ya MPP ni o hye MPP colors na ni aso a woba jai cobra no cobra nya problem chechira santini na o ya MPP ni no because one chechira santini o ya MPP ni na sa santini o ya MPP ni na o ye dangerous che cobra na uko attack cobra na obeba be kun no awiko o de cobra na kwechire den eja akofie o ye dangerous wedwa ubu ofu wa honhono Kevin Taylor no me mpa na asam o bodam intiminya den na me makasa pe wasam me kasa me pe wadamfo uwa mi ma we ye sa na mi wa wo ma me ye into o problem ne saying into wa honho no udi matam nti de na be ye o bodam senya yen ka no kre ye te Ghana ye twatro from 1992 ye ditro saba be din ne party baako emu nipa bebre nko heaven because party nti mu ko bonsam gem nipa panyini nkora munya chance na nkwasi atralization impersonalization bibialization solocalization muncheda ntumi ntranka se we die yemfa bibia nto nche ne mprempuntio mosora no pa na mugu small boy we so Ashanti regional minister waya den adente onimnyansa adente oye adwuma ye ntiase kira santini MPP ni a oye dangerous chen cobra kira we hu ade pa na wafe ne to ye gem bibia enye ye mutu gya so anama pre ye mutu toilet so anama pre ye hu de ye nyam mo asantifo ni bia mo ye MPP fo intimi de maka me se me retire me ye de motivational speaker that to me that to me so very skills we got that to me retire me motivational speaker be that to me ko be office na maka kire nkora na omu nyini no nkora nkranfo nkora asantefo nkora mamponfo nkora kofo nkora bunu de ebrekum nkora doma nkora infantefo meka kire anwonafo se unwu asantini wo kwaye asantini o shan PP colors wo kwaye in the forest na unwu India for cobra black edurem a mesrew jai cobra na chichira asantini ni boduam first na sa asantini o MPP no chichira na boduam a obekwa ko kiss cobra no mumie na obekum owia na the cobra na ko chichiri ja ekofie. Be very careful of an MPP person or asantini. Now me yanko enim wedwa the buofu na ma menchira ade bia ekoso e wa santimemu the Ashanti road contractor Mr. Agboja me mixe me delete na ma uploadi otumfo do me delete na ma uploadi atro no me brenase na me pagya no kuranim oya hu hie nyeye oya so no me contest so me gu adwuma me sell career ma destroy the social media ma destroy go for bebre career Kona the destroyer yeah so what starting your followers kakra when kakra bi di utam one company so your advert met my say company no yan fro bie met me Kona the destroyer Facebook that what there but try me social media kakra na wenya na me kwa curtains we dey efe me di menisi companies no ho a me nya so bia be fro bie mama nyim odua ni fro wonum edwuma ya chew ye Facebook garam say yes ye ne no ubo ye nsuo kwa de ewura asase de pie me obuasini akwara maka kire mo udwa kwa uye medibeni si wo ho Facebook must destroy your career totally undidi me create one company with Facebook nipa bebrenya adwuma because of me ko TikTok ko young people are use me video edidi man tibia men don't try that thing again. And yes, our product will now go after the product, and the companies will come after you, and nobody is ever going to call you because all that I have to do is that every product you touch, I will touch it negatively, and I will make sure that nobody calls you to do an ad for them. What I will have to do is say, I'll just have to look at your page. Any company you advertise for, I'll go after the company. And when I go after the company, that company will not call you again, and nobody's going to call you again. That means, don't dare me. Maintain your level. Share the link in the name of Jesus. We are make good career. Kakrana wojina udidi mema tono. Me Jeffrey winsem. I will take the potency from you. Now, ene road minister kopia santimemu. Odi amumu ni pa ni deal no. Roads minister urges contractors to meet government timeline on project. Mr. Agboja, Wakopia Santimemu, any other regions, and you can see, say, the reasonable commentators on social media, Omaya said, they are going to promote government good work. In fact, if you are a blogger, you are a social commentator, now we decided to say, over projecting government good work, it's a big push we are. I have no problems. When the government goes wrong, you have to also come back and criticize the government. That is how a nation is built. Into all the bloggers, or all the commentators are more picky the good worker Mr. Boja around the nation. When things go wrong, you have to come out and let Ghanaians know, say, Mr. Boja, we like you. In fact, here it is not going well. This isn't been done well. This culvert wasn't done well. We want you people to guide the government. protect them. Let them do the right thing to help we the citizenry. That is our job. My job here is to guide the government, protect the government with the truth. It is not because I like John Mahama and the NDC. Say NDC, I will sit here and cover it up. No, I'm not going to do it. Into more, Maji Esu say you want to support, help, promote, and the government good works. You know. Also remember, when something goes wrong, don't hesitate to let the government know this is wrong. It does not mean that you want the government out of power. It means you want the government to correct the wrongs to make sure they keep power for the next 42 years. And that has been my principle from day one. If you are following the minister, if you are projecting the government, make sure you project it well. When the government goes wrong, respectfully let the government know that this isn't going right, because this is a listening government. These are listening ministers. The finance minister is a listening man. The roads minister, the lands minister, the health minister. We are talking about trade minister. We are talking about energy. Gold board CEO. We are talking about young top board, the head of TOR, BOST. We are talking about NPA. All energetic listening leaders. A lot of them out there. NPA. NYA, Pablo, these people are all working. Reach out to them. The Forestry Commission, Elikem Kotoko, and his team. They are all over the place. They are waiting for you to just give them feedback for them to correct things. That is why John Mahama put a lot of them in positions. And don't just be like, I love this government, I'm projecting the government. When things are not going right, let us know respectfully, and the government, as a listening government, will correct the wrongs. That is how we build the nation. Now, Minister Kopie Asantememu. Now, asam kesiye si asante. And debi ampenifo ka. Omo se akwara debi odi mpunti obebe fie, odi enidaso obebe fie, odi sebio adepa bebe fie no otija ho a na sebio obobesia eno na amwako hina beye. Eso abaya akwara bi a dache odi mpuntio enidaso ene sebio adia asante pe mpuntio dia adia sikakoko akonwa kese pe no amwako hene edi NDC abanim ewo Ashanti region or this sample to the ebefie momi ankohwe de esi ewo eyeden Ashanti region. In fact, Minister Nakasa and Okopi Ashanti region wama Ashanti for any Ashanti region for atinyo biase momi ankotie minister.
In the case of the Swami interchange, we were owing about $29.5 million. That has fully been paid as well. And this is at a time that we are not able to borrow money and we are not able to do anything extra. When cocoa prices are down and everything, President Mahama is able to do this simply because of prudence and efficiency of managing the economy. So it is very clear that President Mahama is not a president that came to abandon any project. And indeed, as of 2 weeks ago, President Mahama directed and his finance minister paid arrears to contractors in excess of 12 billion Ghana cedis. Almost all that money was awarded before he came. They were not projects awarded by him. These were projects he inherited. The question is, what happened in 2017? Did the then government actually decide to just allow project to continue and pay? No, they didn't do that. They suspended and said they were doing investigation. And as a result, I actually consider the collapse of the Cocoa Road project because of the delay instead of continuing the project, saying they are doing investigation. This is what reset means to President Mahama. As we stand here today, the contractor has already confirmed that by the end of this year, this section of the road will be fully completed, which is very good news to Asanteman. And then we are still back on schedule to complete the interchange itself. We just came from the inspection of the bypass, which is a 47 kilometers in about 3 billion. So in effect, we are not taking a cedi out of the Swami interchange project. We are rather adding 3 billion Ghana cedi rather to enhance the impact of this and the bypass. So Asanteman can rest assured that President Mahama means well. We intend to complete this project by the end of 2028, as the contractor says. But the section on which we are standing now will be completed by the end of this year. And then works will be progressing on the bypass as well. In the case of the Swami interchange, we were owing about $29.5 million. That has fully been paid as well. And this is at a time that we are not able to borrow money and we are not able to do anything extra. When cocoa prices are down and everything, President Mahama is able to do this simply because of prudence and efficiency of managing the economy. So it is very clear that President Mahama is not a president that came to abandon any project. And indeed, as of 2 weeks ago, President Mahama directed and his finance minister paid arrears to contractors in excess of 12 billion.
Sebio Swamefua, Monsharante Brofo, PZ for the Bia, Brofo, why Dinka Crano, Mummy Jum. A roads minister, Wakopia Santimemu. Or Bontwa, our Ghana Henina, big push, Jumadi Koso, any a year, some of the contractor, any big push as a byway, I take it naturally or the Nina Becahono. Or say, or person Emma Asante Forti as Sebio Mua, Muhu, a chain Cobrano. Mua Muya MP before we dangerous chain Cobrano, or person with TBBase. Or say, John Mahama Bino, a year, Bibia Fred Swami interchange or search Mount Sabunsu. Ebedi Swami MP over 23 years, Ujimi Mujimi mo, Ebesi a Billy dying. Went to me and Swami interchange. Ya Paco for me naba ya, Obede Ebe ye, Omo to me pa impunto ambafino. Also John Mahama say, Eye Swami interchange na esiwoma otu waka ho asam, ehun futuro ekunipa, eku akonfo, eku maamefo, eku nkwara, eku sebio ye nananom, ye na infuturo fa ehwinimu no. John Mahama abanwe abetua $29.5 million. Amende nipa na oyet Swami interchange no ye tua ne kama na sima edwuma no also obo. Umpe we opaka motium. Ende John Mahama tani na mudi na temu Kumasi no. John Mahama na mudi one ne yere atemu Kumasi no. John Mahama ne NDC for so omo ntafo, omo ya nwonafo, omo ya krobofo, omo ya sebio enchefo, omo de omo nya Ghana fo, omo nya adehye no. Sa John Mahama ne nasefo na NDC for na mubu omo so omo ya nkwasiafo no. Ende John Mahama aban no wankobo besin aburochiro watitini mawremu ofie eyi $29.5 million. Etia contractor kase kwa santimemu ne koye nkwan ni ye se ne be ya wu nipa omonim enya mfuturo se nkukuo impuro wagya she ne buji se beti asori wa ha ka asori na nka beti anka me de elder mreku abombaye me kama wati ase se ne be obeta kai. In the roads minister ka say $29.5 million John Mahama abanwe NDC for tuama air contractor na and the ejuma air koso. Or say, a Juma bebre wa NDC abani jato ho imrebia omontumenwie MPP beto ye oman from Sanka omuka so omo investigations for 8 years oman from Sanka no. John Mahama say on the OGBB say a governance a continuation aban a ntoatoaso or say ne de onjanto saa kwan nyina wo de ahye taban ase ema eye road minister say John Mahama etuetua contractors we nyina ka ema dwumadie ana ekwan nyina ye uru Jimmy to aka say ye MPP for Udi MPP agina onya adean infutro na ye ohunimu ma and amanfo hu anomo serew mu biemu ndaka mu wosoamia emu nyina ye mfutro entuma papa bia ni mu dem efri say mu dem aye mfutro se de mote mfutro ase and aban papa ba wama contractor asaba eye adwuma abesesa santeman ama santeman fa ntuma pa efra mu mianko hwe de kosi wa santeman so am interchange.
You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home. You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Won NDC ya no masaba. The same NDC on be swame. On be eye kejetia. Eye dean afare. Omo be eye dean hospitals akese o masaba biem. Omo na hoto na hwe video ni ye se wo hwe video na hwe ndi edan na egugu ho no. Hwe nchinie umbrellas na wo no hwe efin pa enfuturo. Omo 19 futuro ko to aba ma MPP o. Hwe video ni bobiem. Wo de men concentrate wo asphalt na omo ye no. Hwe ekwan no edan na wo ho no. Hwe umbrellas na hwe nipa na edan no na hwe enfuturo o weti wo no odi Sudan ni atam. Sudan fo ye nkurasefo na Sudan de enfuturo. Hwe dan na esisi ho no. Omo tenem 80 years. Omo sa tenem another 8 years ko 4 time. Ya asantefo. Ya MPP fo. Ena John Mahama etani. Ena ni Ibrahim Mahama. Ena yatim futuro nim se nkokuo. Yentumi amma MPP warning. So omo anya swame na ye mom 2020 power. Yesa ko sala ise ntwi. Yesa la ise wachemu wele ene ko sala la ise ye to ma MPP ada ye de twa ye furuma. Hwe video no, hwe dan na egu akire ho no. Hwe John Mahama be save omo a. Wan be save ye ni asantefo ni bia. Inti John Mahama amba be save ya ye de ne ebe ye. Ye ke konfo no chi. Debia ye sie nananom ye nananom. Konfo no chi ne ya reincarnate ne ya sa abo ne man John Mahama aba obeja asante. Hwe na gugu akiro hwe mfuturo. Yeah, say project we ya otumfo ne saman hen na kwaji loan o Mahama de yen yenimu dadada saa na mumutie mutie omo twan ma ya wie na ye de kotale guso ne de street light tisi ho otwi maika we de yen hwe mfuturo edan e ho wo de eye spoon e red down ho a otumi ye milonum ye nya ye asanten kai ya santini man say wo de for twin bi ni yankwan ma me na me de me dinam ye enu ano no asante hyedan kai ena na ye otumfo ya wona komem go otumfo sabio onyini abrochire onimu mpuntuo watina nana otumfo nana ne brofo da ne ati kronim ye mpampuntuo me se me ye nwie wei obi ba begina wei sane atia we grandpa de otumfo ena okọ Sudan ena Sudan for man sika John Mahama de wa den yete ha ye beti. And these are the things that emumu bi mu ya na ama nipa bi buso mo se adentina ya penema we ekoso mo mu wie kwan we ye benya eye ohene a sebio one otumfo tu kwan kwaji sika be ye yete ya aya moma ye ni nso ade kakra moma sebio yenye nipa bi a yeso ya appreciate nyama na sebio nipa kan sam to yeso a se yenkai ye mesemi nkuminya ye di atra aya na ekan ye kan ye moja. And it's not me retire my motivational speaker dead to me. Because they be a catch and call Ghana. And Quara Munini. Yan Quara Munini. Omo Basro. Maybe I'm catch me say. Oh ya Quarana Winina Unamurum. Unamurum Sakatu. Walking in the bush, walking in the forest. Nasa Okoshia Asantini Osha MPP. Atadie. Osone daha. Anasa Yamadu Duku ana t-shirt. Na onamurum. Na opie wo so na nani aso na se wo cherbenization wo cherben so pia mesraw mantama santini no cheno nefa belt chechere ne bot eye duam nefa credo to ano ansa na cherben na kokko efrise se wo kokko cherben ne first asantini no bedi udwuma eye MPP asantini no debia maninka wutrim. Because MPP asantini onye dangerous anka omo nsam bema eduanan son 47 men omo hwe obo mo nantem te se bongris e konkran Omo ntuma fam put to hospital ba kwa mbefie. And then actually say MPP no, omo ye dangerous human beings. It's a limited liability party filled with limited liability pigs, and you need to be very alert anytime you are dealing with the MPP. Debi ametumufo. Anytime say me retire pe, me a motivational speaker. That to me a taibi, maba. You know, because first time me go head that to me na a year around Accra International Conference Center. Na yenyina agi book. Girls, nice guys. That time boga, we shall me compa. I say me tonsuya. Ewo de Uzbekistan. Ma bre. Atare me tu kura space da ho. Ai boga. Me kon me twa ni ate kokwa na me bu ato atwere. Ma phone. Hey. Na me ne frame ofon ko phone. Akwa ma phone. Me tu di gare. Me di gare enya mada. Me tu di gare. So kinsiri so do so che gare do. Ma phone. She, you don't hear can go some gare the nutrients of she nim ubawu. Ya sha dia tre. Yetu ni papa, yetu hu oba dia just to so. Ya be ben na to kitu e bisada. Say ye ni nye, ye di gare a boys be problem Ghana mo pemba no. Eh false vision. Ai. Because also be di gare hu nyoma tre to hu oba no afia ne to no to aso miensa nti say we dey what you obu ha. Reality na ga so space wo say to fia. Eni nyina eh gare asay di pa. I say, ya phone, ye digarisa, gobe. And ya gobe papa, unya sikana mo se gobe sa difference room, ya mfa gari ndi gobe, dabi. O de gari kan pe ehian, ya mfa gari nsum, eska fo pana light one be yes repete, impediment, ya de pete so. Na ehian for ka, me se boys nyina ni asai, sa time that to me na your top. That to me mia no abo ebo tai se bedi etu. Ye dim say wiase nyansa nyina that to me ho na wode ani, ye tie that to me ade chi a, ye sika beba. Near tripen. Tin. Now there to me as a good evening. In life, you need to understand humble beginnings will open the door so that you understand. Remember that the astronomical way of surviving as a young man is to look into the future behind the light. Yeah, to what? Yeah, true. Yeah, try my best to your love right. I'm dead. Say yeah, bano. Yeah, see best to your love with yeah, the aviano. Yeah, they read the account here, but do 12:30. Yeah, they quack do 4. The only kind of debt to be 90% guys, mommy. Yeah, try your love. Not that to me, I. Hey, we are saying, you know what? That to me, I love you, man. No homo. Hey, not that to me. The ticket. I say, good for the nice guy. And let me tell you, in life, when you start, it's difficult. When you start taking your little steps, it's like a newborn baby, like a toddler. You are gradually going to grow into your steps, experience in your steps. You will believe, you understand. People will confuse you and people will disappoint you. But remember, your inner concentration and beauty, that gives you the courage to understand that when you propel your spirit within and academic credentials, you will be able to succeed. Yeah, true. Yeah, try your love. Yeah, boy, I know. And so, that to me, upon the ya ko heda bontre manako that be cast ka say nyina wie no Twitter Africa every day yakopo ya ko bontre ya me say that to me wo ewiase nyanse nyina sa na Twitter Africa na say every day me so nyina me motivational speaker alaji fa mo kwasiafo aje wana na bin duo wana zuwa sata wana zuwa kakalika. Me mani jima wo. Ma be ka bi jiro. Me pe me juma bruta. Me ana ma this we go for ka. Kevin Taylor, share. And this for the Jerica. And me say, "Obanya say president the Joker." Kakalika. Me pe me juma bruta. Say me ti America so Donald Trump the Jamaica. Ko Fox News go he. Omugu Donald Trump down for no I friend say yes Donald Trump the Jerica. Yeah, ubeti go bi abofuru. Kakalika me do me dwuma ankasa ai o yeso me sell career yeah yene kona the destroyer ye be sell career sisi a ye ma chance ko ma onante ye say Kevin Taylor munjano and this for the church obenya say this for the jawka a whole political party say omo betua oka nanka mabe nanka Republican for America mo so betua oka nanka muti ban me share taka and abena taka akwaba no oh what's his name the Timmy White no akona Fox News Hannity almost Donald Trump down for no or ye campaign about Donald Trump and the baby Hannity wo betuma ko bi abuofuru ubenya say Donald Trump the jog America hwe kakalika so waka we be jedi atwifem go no ba Ghana ni atwife chire I say mama ira kwetena VIP so Ghana for they disturb too much. Me never go park. I'm so stay in the VIP. I'm going to pay $10,000 for you guys to stay there. I want to mingle with the Ghanaians. You know Ghanaians, they are too rowdy and they go to body come on, everybody dodgy. Hey, over there where you go aboard them. You bet you kasa I dear want to also. Okay, down. It's then to be as one American. Hey, show me 1 hour 49 minutes. My brother, Eddie some cranny. Is it a new one? Oh, let me do this ad for Dead to Me. Mr. S, get me Dead to Me's video. In fact, my team said there's this event coming on, a Dead to Me event, and I'm going to promote the event for Dead to Me because Endemaka Dead to Me who has some, and is one of those wonderful life coaches, motivational speakers, or one of those people you know. In fact, Umpo Dead to Me had an impact on our lives, and then I need to give him that credit. Apart from some of the jokes I'm making, Dead to Me so encourage ye or motivate ye some way somehow. Some people through Dead to Me's books any teachings, it helps some of us. Yani ana comedy and 70%, 30% food. But if you are generally, Dead to Me basically made an impact in Ghana. In the end, Dr. Emmanuel, Dead to Me event to be so one of the finest motivational speakers and life coaches. It's actually happening in Lagos on the 25th and 26th. Oh, in fact, it already happened May. All right, May 25th and 26th. Lagos, Nigeria. Dr. Emmanuel Dead to Me, founder and executive director. Afuga. In fact, register today. You can register on www. Let me see. I need to let you register. We're a wonderful man. I think you can join by Zoom. You can be part of his teachings. One of the finest people. Besides, I cannot see the website very well. www.africa. I'm not seeing it. Besides, try and pick it up for me. This is Mr. Dead to Me. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man. Pioneers in Ghana, almost 30 motivational speaking, life coaching. This man, in fact, he actually introduced it. In fact, there were a few people who were doing that, but Dead to Me and then moving it to the next stage. A lot of Ghanaians started understanding. So there are people who can guide you when it comes to advice, coaching you, letting you understand what to do, your steps, venturing into business, your educational career as a young man, as a young woman, what you need to expect and all. And they also, one good thing about that was he was always adding his life experience to his teachings, and that made him very unique. He's now going international. He's having an event in Lagos, Nigeria, 25th and 26th of next month. Let us all try everything possible and support Dead to Me's event. You can also register. I'm trying to get a website where you can be part of this event. Africa Shared Value ESG Summit. And it's going to be, the speaker will be a highlight speaker, Mr. Dr. Emmanuel Dead to Me, a very credible life coach, credible motivational speaker of all standards. So we need to appreciate this man, a wonderful Ghanaian. Africa Shares Value Summit. So if you want to register, you can go to www.africasharevaluesummit. When you go there, you will be able to register and be part of the event. www.africasharevaluesummit.com. africasharevaluesummit.com. You can go there right now and be part, just register, be part of it. Dead to Me from Ghana, everybody knows him, a wonderful man. And if you don't know Dead to Me, and I'm the natural or motivate here. But some of the show now because be there na eduane ntina na me twen I and the me catch them come here the ache. So this is wonderful. I am very excited to share this with you. Mr. Dead to Me, wherever you are, God bless you. You have done your part and you are still doing your part, and God will guide you, give you more wisdom for you to change lives. Dead to Me, Mr. Dead to Me. Me patch your tie. No me what I have bow tie no, and no na fatao. I am yaketwano. Ketwana na umia. Mr. Can you get me something on Dead to Me so that I can move forward? Because Dead to Me, we don't know. No homo. One very honest teacher, and we have gone to his events. He's me, Jack. This man is knowledgeable, and you might see him so a but very, very knowledgeable. So if you want to be part of his event, because Lagos, Nigeria, on the 25th, 26th of May, 2026, just go and visit www.africasharevaluesummit.com. africasharevaluesummit.com. Mr. Dead to Me is the key speaker there. And remember, when it's Dead to Me, everywhere water go, Dead to Me also day. Everywhere wisdom, encouragement, everywhere solid information, everywhere what we call tenacity, everywhere where we call wisdom, everywhere where we call a year confidence goes, Dead to Me also goes. Indeed, we cannot underestimate what Dead to Me has done. Thank you very much, Dead to Me. Along the way, it's a team need the Dead to Me video. We will play it here as one of our commercials. Now, Ghana for Ehudiako. All right, now there are a few things I say can was some roads Asantimemu. Now let's go to a housing, and we all know say very soon no a year in Betoto, and these are stories. Sometimes you might think it's not necessary, very, very necessary. When it comes to housing in Ghana, the housing minister is really doing a wonderful, great job in Ghana. I will say we pay attention to the resilience, the seriousness when it comes to delivering in Ghana. Now, the Ministry of Works and Housing says it will act against developers illegally reclaiming wetlands and building on them. Now, speaking in a media interview at Dansuman Otojo, Sector Minister Kenneth Gilbert Ejay warned that assemblies issuing such permits will be identified and sanctioned. The housing minister and the around Accra, and we all know, say, rainy season seriously, and you need a minister who is proactive, who can think ahead. Now, when we say some of the assemblies, Astati and Mama permit, baby, Sebio in Sotai, crime. And majority of the floods that happens in Accra, because permit Ghana for be a die one kind, baby, the permit on the municipals, and the institutions in charge of permits, they are not supposed to even sanction some of the and Sasinibi. Obi betuma aba because me wasase me wa title, but you the municipal na mo ho no, you will have to give the person permits to build. Enti emfa woni nipa oto asase no disem say municipal no hu ne say sa area ho no eye insuom untumi ensi dan wo ho na inso eto a wo dan be block ya. The municipal or the whatever assembly that has the right or authorization to stop you, they need to stop you, because or say yeti ase say you proactive, say am eni amre. Say, Omo Edisa Juma de Obeshamusano, Oma Mobini Ambre, and Stati Endi Juma, in Sobeto, in Sobefenipa, in Sobesel properties. They will be sitting there blaming a government that have come and government that did not do anything, and the current government that is not doing anything. Into this, minister is doing something unique, and I will help him also achieve the Opesoye. I think what he wants to do in this, he wants to start a sensitization. He wants to start letting the municipal assemblies understand the same thing all the time and record the same disaster all the time. We take the initiative to go out there to inspect for himself. Baby, and say yesidine. Baby, and say ma permit. Baby, and say sebio obitina ne ama matna. Accra flooding is because water is not able to move fluidly. And to be moving frequently. Water is always stuck. Water is always blocked by buildings. And the reason why there are no channels for water to flow. There are no channels for water to just leave the city. what is happening is say insuring na a bank na you sit down ha na you sit down ha now we are blocking into do point na insuo no enya baby amfa you know what the pressure it comes with no na afa ebu afaso na akodane another disaster. I like what this minister is doing, and he has taken on the job. Why not you say about the time where it say flooding besu on Krankura, it should be a limited one. And to me, as we see it all the time, Mumianko minister no, and what he's doing when it comes to a year fighting, a year buildings, and I say constructions in wetlands, and I say in waterways. Yanko the minister himself.
How can you build in a waterway? Then the next moment it causes flood in where you are even building. When it rains, the rain will swallow you. I just don't understand why sometimes as human beings we reason like that. We want to build here, and then the next time they will say that government is not doing anything about flooding. But who is actually causing it? Government is doing its part. But if we also decide to keep building in waterways, then what else can government do? Anyway, we are going to come after those people building in the waterways. Very soon the rains is about to start. We won't allow what they are doing to bring flood into the good people of Accra. So we will come after them for them to move all those structures that they are trying to put in place. And they are going to be penalized. And I also want to advise our local authorities, those that are giving the necessary permits to people for them to be doing putting these kind of pillars and putting up these structures, that we are going to fish them out and the law is going to deal with them. So I would like you to use your medium also to educate people, let them know that you are not supposed to build in waterways. God in his own wisdom left some places so that when it rains, the rain can store there. But if you build there, when it rains, where would the excess rain go? And the excess rain is going to flood where you are building. So it doesn't make sense for one to do that. But at least today I'm happy with what I've seen from what Kitech has done. And we'll encourage others to do the same. But those, let me say it again, those that are building on waterways, I will advise that they cease now. And if they themselves can get a grader or whatever to demolish it, the better for them. Because if we bring graders and others to come and break them down, they are going to foot the bill for that.
And Minister, I really appreciate this. And the effort should be intensive. I support you 100%. And let the education, the information go down there. In fact, say, minister with on a housing minister. In fact, Asantiniba, in and out Asantiniba pa. Asantifona, John Mahama, apiki omunyina yomo ministers near the I don't know, intelligent boys, humble people, brilliant young men. Asantiniba, onyino asantimemu, yachimenu asantimemu, otu for this year no. The humility and the wisdom are all the kasa. And I like the idea, sir. What starting a year, Jumawe? We need you to put a lot of effort in this campaign. In fact, you need to have a budget to let people know, say, this time there, it is not business as usual. In fact, sir, a year, the ministry should be able to get its own excavators, and I'm a friend saying graders, whatever you call it. The land minister, excavators live now more seasonal. Monfa by 50 and not 20 Emma housing ministry. Now Monkaja housing ministry say, on uses sa excavators or say the graders no. Now on taking care of these things. The ministry should not go and contract somebody to come and do this job for the ministry to pay that person. What this government should do, then say, excavators live now where season a busy Bema camp and omo baby no. Munyi bima housing ministry no. Now Monkaja housing ministry said they should try and raise their funds within and power those excavators or graders, how you call it. Now omuntumi kwa bonti no munko ye dwuma na ansa nsuo na start set to talk. And whoever we come on your land, na ebeba na wa si adesi nsuo so no, ye budan na wo na also wutua sa fi on ka. And I will support this minister. Asantini ne niate. Asantini wa ready so be adwuma. Asantini a obre no wase a onim adwuma a oye. It let us support people like this. In Kofo omo proactive, omo adwene a ekọ anim. Omo amadwene so be adwuma. Let's support them. So I will plead with the land minister. I will plead with the minister in charge of sa equipment no. The yetume season no. Mumma housing ministry no kakra. Mumma mo ten cry is okay for them to make sure say this these escalate whatever they call it, excavators no. Those excavators no housing ministry modia. Make sure from now to Ebia August, baby water will be buntungu. That is how we can build. That is how we can prevent these floods. What I like about this guy is that he's being very proactive. Yenya housing ministers be on the train. 2 weeks. He's only to answer but you see, we have a couple of months. We have a days kakra. So we are thinking ahead. Now, shall there be a CA? Osako inspecting a government building. Now, idea yana say, your onkophobia occupy government building. It is not in a good shape. The minister went there and then said, baby amotino enye government SCC a dining be yimuko. The people living in those buildings said they're not going to do it. Now, at that point, are you going to blame the minister? Look at this. It is quite disheartening. Sometimes we say,
see here, it's more like a death trap. And I ask myself how human beings have decided to be in such structures. So I asked the TDCMD to find out what they are doing about it, because it doesn't make sense to allow people to be in such structures. But TDCMD just mentioned to me that they've engaged the residents and they've even given them a place at home to move in, but still they want to be here. So I've directed the MD to now put it on paper and bring it to the tenants so that they can all sign that TDC has offered us a place, but we still want to be here. So that tomorrow, if something happens, they won't sit there and be blaming government. Because President Mohammed's government doesn't want such a thing to happen. Recently, we knew what happened, and we don't want those things to keep happening. So I'm sure maybe they will think about it and then move. Because look at the structures. Just look at them. And I'm told most of them have been rushing to media. I don't know what they want you people to do, but you are also seeing it yourself. What kind of communication are you also going to tell the public? Are you going to side with them that we are moving them, or you are going to tell the public that where they find themselves, it's not good for them to be there? So I'm pleading with you to also communicate well when they call you. You should even advise them that we would rather take the picture and show it to Ghanaians that TDC has given you a place. Why don't you move there, but rather you want to be here so that something will happen? I mean, don't they love their lives?
Well, your mama baby said Muntun Kotina. Omusamonko Adaya traffic in tea. And I will tell the minister, you see, these are not things that we as a government or you as a government, you should negotiate. You need to forcefully eject them. You see, the idea now, they feel entitled because they will turn around and tell you, the government, to say, so I will advise, say, Minister, collaborate with TDC and immediately let them know, say, it is forced evacuation. They are waiting for a disaster to happen. Enkwara wa dining, Embrewa wa dining, Ayarefo gu dining. And then it's not fit for purpose. Why are we entertaining these people? Especially when the government, like I say, ya mamu baby amonkwatna, you don't decide where to live. Government is giving you accommodation, move and go. Ya wankwafo mutia fenya omoba akra ejuma. So if you feel say you don't want to go to Pong, then go and find a place to live. So I will tell the minister, this is not the time to play nice. This is not the time minimum Ghana for. We are the most ungrateful people on this planet. Yesterday, when I was having an editorial meeting with my team, one of my team members said, "Upe, we are very ungrateful. We are Ghana for. Ume tumakofa Ghana ni obola so. Now I'm an ediani de bia manedi. No man a diamond at him. one day my own fi hunu ma na duane obeka che say na obefa me no be na ka bia mo no ka de me to one ka ye ubetuma feed in 10 years be so betuma ko fa Ghana ni wo ball so now de na be fie na obedware no na o ma na tade ahye na de bia o ma na nopa aduane ewia aduane enwumre aduane one day my own fi so ma de duane obeka che say na enen ka o ja me to be bia na me wona ka ye. So Ghanaians are not people you sit and think say some of them are rational. Yerimu bini ye Jimmy. And we are waiting for the disaster to happen. Mr. Minister, say disaster this year, I will blame you. The TDC boss said disaster this year, we will blame you and we will hold you accountable. Immediately, this is an urgent matter. Go and put notice on the buildings and give them a date. And tell them that they need to come and write their names for the apartments to be given them at home. Give them a date. If they refuse, make sure forced eviction, you go in there and you pull them out. Because here there are people there who are not responsible. You want kwara wo fi ho. You want embrewa gudainim. Na ade akwas akire wagimi. Na what dan mu na edani bebu agu so. Na yesi tu a wo say baby awoko no 90% of the people who live there, they don't even have cars. Whether you like it or not, you first find your accommodation, how to get to work, you will find a way to get to work. Minister, this is not a time to play nice. I respect you. You are doing a wonderful job. Collaborate with the TDC guys and tell them this is an emergency. Within a month, these people are supposed to be moved. By the 15th of May, they need to move from this building. Anytime there may be an opportunity to come to Ghana, I will go and look at this and tell you and remind you, TDC and the minister, housing minister, move every single person from that building. And yes, sir. So be more retu. And now a Danny collapse. You people are not going to be happy in your political life. And see, this is an advice to you people. Do not negotiate with some people who are stupid. You cannot negotiate with a foolish person. You are a government. Sometimes you need to make decisions for the people. And this is a very important decision a government needs to make. This is non-negotiable. When you say, and a dino is not fit, they need to get out of the house. They need to get out of those buildings. Do not sit there because the moment a dino will be no, Omega say NDC are buying a Modomako draw. Omega say MP for a press conference, say, one minister, no, you went there, you saw it. Why you be the dino? I'm telling you, I'm going to go for my answer free Kumasia Bekachro. So, China, a dino will bua. Omega say, was Santini minister, no one you Juma. TDC no one Juma. Someone person be adi a woba to Moswa. Immediately by next week, get these people out of this place. Now, let me show you something. Let's take this quick commercial break. There to me.
But please understand that we all don't have the same purpose in life. And that is why sometimes it fits my imagination why we tend to do comparison. That why is this man better than I am? Where is that lady better than I am? Let's talk about vision. Let's talk about purpose. Let's talk about mission. Let's talk about values. Because these are principles that if you understand them very well, it's going to help you to be able to become what you want to be in the year 2026. Talk about purpose. What does it mean? Purpose is the original reason for the creation of a person or a thing. You may be black, I'm black. You may be Ghanaian, I'm Ghanaian. You may be African, I'm African. But please understand that we all don't have the same purpose in life. And that is why sometimes it fits my imagination why we tend to do comparison. That why is this man better than I am? Where is that lady better than I am? Please understand it. When you know your purpose for life, comparison ceases. If you understand the principles of vision, purpose, mission, and values, I can assure you that by December 2026, the people that saw you and they were laughing at you, they will come back and ask you, how did you make it?
This is Dr. Emmanuel Dead to Me, one of his teachings. Very, very solid man. Me feeling the time day. Would make a jollof? I would him that. Would make a jollof to be bad? There's a was or two jollof kakraba because and the ad never am on there soon. I'll keep playing your videos for people to know who you are, Mr. Dead to Me. Now, there's one story here, and I'm a Ghana for a Yobia one. Yes, sorry, and now. I'm not done plenty MPP for no sana omokwa bontini nyinano. They had one purpose and another Dead to Me kind of purpose in life. one purpose. If you know your purpose, you will not compare. Sana MPP for namoye ye koko for asante for ho ye ni koko kura for kasa sana ni nyina no idea na simple idea na esi mo me enkohwe de MPP for and the aban achi MPP executives party members with party card na MPP MPs air round no mo ni omo nenam enkofo na omo ni MPP for nam village to village e ka che koko kura for say NDC amati koko no so sana MPP for nam koko ekuafo so nyina na de omo ka kire ebi mu ne se monwie Ghana for koko ana monko Ivory Coast na mama Ivory Coast for no fa koko ne mra Ghana embeton ma Ghana for enti de na omo ka kire Ghana for no se muji koko na muji koko sika na monfa nkoto Ivory Coast koko na mombeton ma Ghana ban ene MPP executives omo akọ koko bottom kwa oha omo nyina kuta MPP card. Omo nyina ye party executives of the MPP. Omo nyina ye mpenifu a omo ne baomiamo aye meetings a and ya kye omo a dwuma de omo di ne se Ivory Coast koko na ayefo no and the MPP for no advise koko omo executive for no omo ye koko ekuafo so omo nko Ivory Coast nkoto koko ne mra na omo beton ma Ghana ban ebodin if you say Ghana ye koko ne boarding e chen Ivory Coast de mo me enko hwede yakosi
na ese Ghana for ma nkrofo na ya chi omo no omo nyina ye MPP executives ya bi mu one crown fantas ena ye nkrofo abeka chi omo say abande sika ba ye mfanto koko e wo Cote d'Ivoire na abane nye unpopular na me masa akwan no e wo Bono region ha me send this strong warning say me da so ye Bono regional minister say small grain na njaya Nema meyeno ebe shoko nkrofo bi e wo manmu ha wa ye wa adwen se abandi sikaba na wonfa nto koko e wo Ghana ha na mo wobekwa akotwe Africos koko aba Ghana ha de prepare for me mo na ese Ghana for mo nkrofo na ya chi omo no omo nyina ye MPP executives ya bi mu one crown fantas ena ye nkrofo abeka kire omo say abande sika ba ye mfanto koko e wo Cote d'Ivoire na abane nye unpopular na me masa akwan no e wo Bono region ha me send this strong warning say me da so ye Bono regional minister say small grain na njaya nema meyeno ebe shoko nkrofo bi e
no serame ano don kamo da mo we are for Hassan Dawson. Please. So, I want to address the media. It's okay. It's okay. Alisa. Okay, so last 2 weeks and last week you call Doma Central, you call Doma West, you call Doma East. Na accountability turn am here. Me come so na you call you know reports where you nya say nkrofo bi
abandi sika ba so omonto cocoa no don mo de twen cocoa e wo abricos na de ba Ghana na omo afasa akwa no so e de gu abana ni ma ase o che akuafo no bebre kan se omo de cocoa price na ya ke so no omo ni say world market e na ntiso na ba na omo cocoa na egu ho no aban mo musika e mo nto e na nia PC for no so ato no omunti omuka na no kwesem ewom ne se aban ama PC for no sika aban ama lances buying companies no sika na sika di ama omo no ya gisika na enam se Cote d'Ivoire cocoa no bo no wo famunti omo kotwe Cote d'Ivoire cocoa no na omo di aba Ghana na kese sika na di ama omo so omo famto cocoa e wo Ghana ha no omo di sika no agu omo gotom because Ghana cocoa one bag etimi to Cote d'Ivoire cocoa 2.5 bags and the sika bandi be mo omo no and pieces no bimo ene nkofo bimo and top Ghana cocoa no nemom omo de koto cocoa no wo
This is the typical MPP. Shadi bi omoye. Meaning se no monam nyina ye ne cocoa for kokasa. De no mo ka kire omo no. Omo dum camera na mo se he. Ghana cocoa ne boa de ncha rigos de. Inti munji sika Ghana aban ho. Moji amfa nkwa rigos nko wia cocoa mra beton ma Ghana aban na Ghana aban boka. Si bi etie wo Ghana. Hwan kwase afo mo pa chew. Yesrew. Oh, kwase bi to osu. This is the NPP. Anodom prene MPP for maami ya ne to dwini ye friend say apiejei inkwasiafo mkogu koko asese omo ye koko press conference no de no mo ye no de omo ye ne se omo kwa oh koko bo no ye dundum camera ne wi amoso mo wi amko wi Africos for koko mra na mo beton ma aban na aban ne mboka ene de achi omo no MPP executives party omkuta card. These were the people on social media. Omutiti radio so didi atam and Mahama beti koko mu and Mahama beti koko bauso Mahama beti so and Mahama beti so and the Africa uyi Ghana ye koko ne boy dinche obia sebi oton koko Africa ne. And the crowd here for I want to Ivory Coast. Into MPP for no omu ye mambofo to the point say so ye Ghana ni na wuti MPP ni and we Jimmy. On say we ba no mu nyina edin. On say we the omo press conference. On say we the omo beka say ye nim nkofo no baby a. These are party senior executives. Omo wie koko free Ivory Coast. Omo ji sika o Ghana koko Ghana ban wa. Na omo de akwa Ivory Coast say Ghana koko na ne bo edin. Inti mumbra beton ma Ghana. Na mama Ghana ban ne mboka. So how do I sit here and say obi nkoto abama MPP nkwasiafo we? Obi nsorin koto abama amambofo we. How can any reasonable Ghanaian get up and say me MPP ni? No small boy, small girl, Jimmy beat TV so TikTok, yeah they MPP for, yeah these are stupid people. In any serious country, as some way anket see what North Korea can bomb in attribute. Yes. This is treasonous. Abino is doing everything possible to sustain the price of cocoa. Say the cocoa kuafo benya sika kakra no. Yenya MPP for another premone guide yomo how to do this smuggling. Another pre Patricia PJ I afenyo marking MPP for a guide yomo. This is how you have to do it. Say na time your power no ye wi Ghana cocoa no say na ye no into omoko sa programs omoko cocoa. It was all an eye opener program seminar to show them how to smuggle cocoa. It is I didn't move some cocoa for and then I'm hana almost say yes Satino Santimemuno. They were telling them it was a lecture. They were teaching them send them over to me cocoa if you have recourse have a toma bino now bina boca. If you say Ghana cocoa if you have one corner now bina so ultimate cocoa bium. And that is the strategy because to him abana already said Ghana kuafono cocoa no obeto na ebo obetoro no or turn ebo den achen Ivory Coast. Anodom pre MPP for strategy ni say Ghana for no ye MPP for no enko Ivory Coast. Omo wie sika o Ghana enko Ivory Coast. Na omo ba no mo beton cocoa no ma Ghana ayaban a edum pempenso be Ghana ban be say wato too much cocoa ultimate to biom. Na Ghana for anka so mo asantime mu na omo ko da omo so me cocoa ekuafo omo ye demonstration no omo do omo cocoa kwa aban be say say dey too much cocoa ye ultimate to. Na omo ba parliament be ka che Ghana for say NDC aban say on to Ghana for cocoa. That is a strategy. And how can we live with such animals? And not done praying in the group. Patricia PJ, won Jimmy Jimmy Yeni Anoma Santifodi will make cocoa for. Won Sibia no Mujimo movie. Near catch them near 2 for say. MPP 4 way the moya politics. Omo dadamo. Omo the moya juma. On send the yacho momo pacho. On say and the NT press conference omo monka say oh in conforming MPP 4 omo for Ivory Coast omo yandi also munya edin because they are party executives. In the days to come, you have a trouble, role, play in their constituencies. A boama ye baumia, these are criminals. Video Russia credit time. You ask yourselves, when we nipa any crew, these are foolish people. And this Ghana, you entertaining such people in Ghana. Now yet Ghana say, we're a political party, not Ghana phobia. Share, how, don't be a minor.
What's that, man? Another promoter that where are you from? Asano Dawson. Please. So, I want to address the media. It's okay. It's okay. Alisa.
MPP for no. You're very careful with these people. But to Ghana for full. Me say me retire me motivational speaker said that to me. MPP ni wo kwayem na eye chirebin ana wo kese a di nkan chechire MPP ni no a wo kwayem asantini o MPP ni mantam no eboduam. Na asantini o MPP ni o dangerous chen wo 30. Tie me. Una muwuram na ko hu wo kakraka mampam ana wo a ye friend chirebin snake cobra na uko hu asantini a oye MPP ni a di nkan mantam asantini o MPP ni na ansa na wako mantam wo no because asantini ba ko oye MPP ni oye danger chain cobra 30 and that is what you are seeing today. We are very dangerous people. We are very cunning people. Now say yet na say ye de eye bibi e friend no primary health care ba. Now before I tell you that, hwede esi when him say and the health ministry a release statement na fa de be ho o kan krata na o say press release payment of nurses arrears and update on recruitment exercise. When him say and the nurse for car na abind di omo abind the statement about say omutia health ministry a release statement we saw ho adenti no munye dede because the government is working silently. The health ministry, they released the statement and they made Ghanaians understand to say, a car a binding nurse for no, sa a cano and they are binding car taba until say, Omutia a canina. I didn't MPP for a press conference say they are binding yenye. And this government continuously, I catch a Ghana for say, it is ready to serve the people. Now, I'm making kind of tiny moon someone show and yet, so I'm for you. Now, the Ministry of Health is pleased to announce that in line with its commitment, 2-month salary for newly recruited nurses have been duly paid. And the health ministry say, nurse for your form and saying no, omo bosom mienu akatua no omo ka esimu pi say yetua omo bosom mienu akatua na mo nurse for form nansen awo sa nurse for na MPP for gina touchline ai yentia nurse for ka na de ende aban no edi statement aba yetua ma na to ma council 2 months nurse for form nansen no aban etua e car odi omo edi egu nyoma kan adentiro me press conference we di omo nkan ho asemo aban kasa no the ministry kasa no say the ministry further wishes to assure all affected personnel that the next payment will be made for 3 months each. Now, from May to July 2026, as announced earlier, Abani said, or more Matias said, the next payment, 3 months, See, remember, this government is solving all the problems. Almost Bosumi Miansa etwasui from May ikono, dear Akamuno so metiani in aso. Again, Abani we nye bioma Ghana for mu say this government came to inherit problems, but they are solving the problems. Abanwe is doing everything. The Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, the Lands Ministry, the Finance Minister. We are talking about the Trades Minister. We are talking about Gold Board. We are talking about TOR. We are talking about BOST. We are talking about NPA. We are talking about all the ministries around. And all these people are working hard. They are doing their best. Okay, let's talk point 3. The ministry appreciates the patience and cooperation of all stakeholders and remains committed to strengthening the health workforce for improved service delivery. 4. Individuals experiencing any form of challenges or requiring clarification are advised to contact the Human Resource for Health Development Directorate of the Ministry of Health for assistance. 5. The Ministry of Health wishes to inform the public that as part of government's deliberate efforts to absorb trained health professionals, plans are underway to recruit between 16,000 health workers this year. Financial clearance has been secured for about 8,000 so far, with efforts ongoing to obtain the remainder. No health worker will be engaged without financial provision. Abayane say this yoma imagine say omo ba befa nurse for omo ye juma our hospitals 16,000 so far. Omonya clearance ama nipa 8,000 as we speak. They are working on recruiting 8,000 people. And omo can be become say so omonya financial clearance they are not going to employ, because you cannot employ somebody abra unye sika ready to pay the person. This government is intelligent. Abanwe is not doing this thing we call politics of jargons. No. This government is taking its time to make sure say Sabanfa we juma yebetumetua oka. Abanwe enkophobia juma because we there aman for because Abanfa nipa 16,000 people almost befa. So far, omonya clearance for 8,000 people, and as we speak, they are going through the recruitment process. Into a dear partner NDC Abanwe emfa nsankanya emwa Ghana mebunu. Nanka say ne see the last 8 years and sanki ni ha. And then Kabanwe and Kasofa and Oba employ nipa 300 pay, because then we wouldn't have any backlog. Nipebia NDC are buying F4 Mejuma ende as a nurse, as a whatever no. And the backlog. Nana the danko ku for the MPP. But we Jimmy for them to man for jumentin and the abwa peso. But this government promised you people say, why we are school now tifia? They are going to gradually integrate, employ, but they are not just going to employ because of employing sake. They are going to employ when they know they have been given clearance to be able to pay you. Enti just aban fe dwuma aban be betuma fe dwuma na ofa nipa dwuma yo betuma tua ene na NDC aban ka kire Ghana for say on be fe dwuma. So far health ministry so for 16,000 8,000 there they have picked them because omo sika omo tua omo salary amomo, and we need to applaud this government, the John Mahama administration. They are working. Now go point 6. The clearance have been distributed across the various health cadres to facilitate the gradual absorption of personnel into the health system. The ministry emphasizes that the recruitment portal remains the sole and official channel for all recruitment processes. This measure is intended to promote transparency, fairness, and accountability. 8. Due to the high volume of applicants, while many have successfully accessed the portal, others have experienced challenges leading to understandable anxiety. The ministry acknowledges the concerns and is actively working to secure additional clearance to accommodate more qualified applicants. Ministry said, Omo be a portal no omo say nipa bebre no e pay adwuma no bi. Nti ama system no I choked. But ministry say even though they are picking 8,000 omunya clearance for no, they are going to force and open it up to make sure say omo sebio omo nyina pay adwuma na ama system no choke no e betuma absorb kakra enso aka ho. So they are even looking at employing over 16,000. But remember, you just don't employ. You need to make sure you have clearance before you employ. Because when they say kasa fejuma obi abetuma fejuma, no afa nipa na wie no na ade acha odina street say oye demonstration say ada na wuntu ameka. That is even it is even demeaning. So the best thing any government can do, NPP ade omo ye ne say almost say nurse for ya fejuma enso enti obi aka. Since NDC ba power, nurses are NDC eti omo car sebio ye for odwuma under NPP no. All those people were employed without any clearance. Ya mo musika e beti omo car. Into a ban way by no, the government need to go find money to pay those people the NPP kakrebi no mo fire no. Oman santi omo car. Now the government needs to also expand the employment and bring in more people. Now Abani say odi no kre on kamontro 16,000 person of us. They say an offer 8,000 because no sika na dawa obetumi tuaka. But or say that is not the end. They are still looking at adding more people, employing more. Into that means that Abani is making provision to make sure say sika dahwa yedibetua muka ansa ne afebia ka ho. The NPP is a stupid party. The NDC they are changing the system. They are positively impacting the system. They are employing and making people understand say ejuma form no, these are sustainable jobs. They are going to give you a job umbejina bontin ka say afam ejuma NDC for ejuma be ntua meka. No, these things should give you some assurance. Say we have a government that is employing and making sure they are employing to pay or to make sure they pay salaries, not to employ or employing sick. So let us be very, very careful with the MPP. Omo Jimmy, the NDC, the health ministry led by Akando, they are really working hard. And those things are not going to get you a job. You need to concentrate, focus. The government is doing everything possible to give you a job. Now, what if you hear that? No, some question for more position, some common person for you. I don't know for you. Now, and Kofona Mufo Jumano, MP for Jumano, I don't want to cancel on Moko. So I'm going to the wire politics. Into me whom na samu jejina kwan ho ye demonstration ya fire juma 1 year ni yentu ameka. The question here is nipa na ofa juma no, were they able to even pay you before leaving office? No. Into the way a campaign or the way a politics in this obi of power, you need to understand that they are making provisions to pay you. The debt na MPP for de no sa ekano ene na aban we ye juma so obetuawo. So sometimes no, check your utterances. Mo kasa mu ye. Mo kasa aya mo kasa mu ye, because at the end of the day say bibie space ni wa ban to me nya but aban bia bana o create space amamwa na so obi fa wodwuma no wetua oka. You don't have the right to come and insult the minister na o metua oka no wo sa gina bontin didi na tem minister na wo ka so yafo adwuma yentua oka MPP fa adwuma yentua oka no wo gina na oto na yampia na minister no nya nipa it is all papa. So you need to respect, you need to understand in your utterances no, you need to understand say nipa na oni omudili into mo sorry ya kwa demonstration. We are demonstration, not space no abani to me. So what you need to do is you need to dialogue. You need to always understand say abana habano, this government is willing to help. Na munja ahantino mube judge na street so na mo kasa te say ejuma no mo papa dia obi na create ejuma na dia amamo. Na nipa na ma ofa ejuma 1.5 years ago na we tua ka no. Ade na onko defie onko demonstration ho. Adena mo ye demonstration among MPP headquarters and can say muna mo fa medjuma adena mo ntua meka, but you are chasing the NDC government. Adena just NDC government you obetua because you say a government that listens. Now let me show you something. Yati kroma na free primary health care at NDC for the aba and the uko bebia nurse for and the abatine edifra for ye maame no mo nkurasi. And you see, the NDC diabano, I want Ghanaians to understand say ewo a emfasuo ni so no sa free primary healthcare we eno na abeji Ghana for nkwa. Now the most wonderful thing about this whole thing is say sa tricycles na aban dia ba nurse for no enya enije bi edi ye adwuma. You see, when it comes to healthcare, apart from say obesi etua wo car to survive, no, you need to have that passion. And the only thing that can bring out the passion is akandia na wudi ye juma no. when you get the here so the be ejuma ema ejuma na wo ye no ema passion na wo de no utumi call all out passionately and do the job for people to see say you are helping. Because when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to obika say mayor nurse, a few people na nurse because they can't continue with the and that's the easiest avenue for them. But there are so many people who want to be nurses because they are passionate about being nurses. Now, the reason why sometimes, nurse for the video commitment and say, I can't do na ebe mo ma ye adwuma ye comfortable no eni ho. Into ba brochira, obi to me a nurse for a long time. Now, are you very comfortable and happy about their job? Not because are exceptional. It is because the government has been able to provide the necessary equipment to make the work easy, to make their to make it easy and respectable. And I am beginning to see that in young nurses in Ghana. Today, since the introduction of the free primary healthcare tricycles na yedi abano, nurse for no munam ewiaso. Ebi mo ho na wo ekekeka omo wo nwurem. Ebi mo ho asebio omo so bag ewiaso in fifre ti omo. Ebi mo ho they cannot cross the river. Say na ejuma na eteti omo no. Today you could see say they have gathered or they have inherited some kind of joy be and the passion is back. And this is what we want a country to bring back, a government to bring back into the health sector. Now we see young nurses who are excited about their job for a long time. Now because we're a nurse and osuro because hey, it's nanti, passion But today, because their mode of transportation through the introduction of the tricycles na abano, ama ejumana ya omo de uko srem, uko bona hafu, oba asantimemu, nurses today show up at work excited because now their mode of transportation are easy. They can now reach the people. And so because I'm a nurse, no, na ye nipa ho do enema obi etumi ka se me pese me ye nurse. Na o nipa ho do na oni akade e be mana ko sa nipa no ho a, aya na ma ejuma na ya edin. Dear na ya say unim say oba time we onyam. I was said nipa ekohwe no. I was say oba time we meboa na mana wo. Na oya nurse na uni access. Uni sika do befo ka akọ Sebio ekwan a wode kokora nye na unim se nipa no ohia wo moa edura obetumi akọ untumi nkuta mfa anko because you need to walk like 45 minutes or 1 hour. Dear na ya say wote ufie na wakoma airbo because you can save but you have no alternative way to save. And young nurses are all over the place and they are thanking this government. Omo da Abina say, omo da John Mahama say, omo da the health minister say. The tricycles now you introduce no, ya the healthcare and they come Ghana for omo unkrasi. Ghana for omo hiamwa. Ghana for I was say Abina so you saw masino no. The tricycles no, the nurses new kind of energy has been pumped into the health system. And yes save lives. Mommy uncle share how nurses are excited.
Today being Monday is Africa Vaccination Week and we are going for opening first, then open our lenses first. We are going for outrage. Yes, Africa Vaccination Week. This is the purpose of the tricycle. And yeah, all these things will be on motorbike and we will be struggling on it. Three or two people will be sitting on the motorbike. But now, thanks to the free healthcare tricycle, we are putting our things. I beg them, don't put it on me. We are putting arrange them well. Because by now, all these things, we will be carrying it to driver Aisha. Danny, like one motorbike, then we'll be packing all these things, plus 2 staffs or 3 staffs on one single motorbike. But now, thanks to the free primary healthcare tricycle, we are going to be comfortable. I beg, pack it well. Inabe, close it. Inabe, next I know, chama inside, go inside. Aisha, be the driver. Aisha, yes, Inabe, sit. Let me also sit. Open for her. Open the driver. So we are currently. Let's go. Africa Vaccination Week. We are currently going to one of our communities to work. Let me see that I can see. Today being Monday is Africa Vaccination Week, and we are going for opening first. Then open our Lexus first. We are going for outrage. Yes, Africa Vaccination Week. This is the purpose of the tricycle. And yeah, all these things will be on motorbike, and we will be struggling on it. Three or two people will be sitting on the motorbike. But now, thanks to the free healthcare tricycle, we are putting our things. I beg them, one song, don't put it for me. We are arrange them well. Because by now, all these things, we will be carrying it to driver Aisha. Danny, like one motorbike, then we'll be packing all these things, plus 2 staffs or 3 staffs on one single.
But this is not a joke. This is life saving. This is real social intervention. Adewe, Mami Mfe Niagro. If the ministry can bring another 20,000 motorbikes, these tricycles, bring them. So over year free, your revenue mu ade akwataba, bring them. We want to take healthcare to the people. No bed syndrome is because there are too many people trying to go to the same hospital at the same time. Some of the diseases or sicknesses are preventable. We can stop them from before they get to that point where somebody has to be transported to Kolebu, transported to Konfanoche, transported to Air Ridge. We need to stop those sicknesses before they escalate to get to that point. And through this, no bed syndrome, problems with bed shortage at our hospitals. And the health ministry, the government should not underestimate this policy. Whatever they can do to bring in more of these tricycles, say 50,000, bring them. We are pleading with the government. We are pleading with Akando. We are pleading with the president. Ghana for a year. The nurses, we hate to see nurses walk on the streets of Ghana. We want to see nurses also visit people at home in tricycles, giving them medication. More problems are they cannot basically go to hospital every week. We need nurses to be checking on them. The free healthcare, let us add a lot of these tricycles. See, 100,000 more. Every region should have about 20,000 of these tricycles. Every region. At least we should be able to make sure, say, the healthcare na koma Ghana for fee. 2 nurses, they should be able to have 1 tricycle. 2 nurses, 1 tricycle. 3 nurses, 1 tricycle. Let us try enough of this. Because, say, enya MPP for no me jimia. Enya Ghana for be no me jimia. Korea will be think crying. Hey, if your tricycle be amodi aba, kurasini yo. Obetran crying. Na no se po. Hweka tricycle be amodi aba. Ne ma metin quantum mirem. Answer ne ma me Embedu District Hospital no. Ne di 3 hours. And so you will be bar or take that district wa or a nurse in Ankonia tricycle where Anka Kwasiampe no think crying some TikTok no. Nema meeting quantum bremuno. Nema me BP bar Anka tricycle webe to my quaco save with nema me. Na Kwasi think crying. Jimmy for or body home 2 hours crying. Jimmy for when ya some a low down bit one crying to audience so ye. And this is how you think. This is how you change lives. A buying way is not just developing Ghana. This government is saving lives. And any day, many had the opportunity to meet the finance minister. And I know the finance minister is a listening minister. The finance minister is somebody who is very proactive, very intelligent, humble, and very attentive to details. The finance minister, anywhere I get to meet this man, I'll tell him, Mr. Finance Minister, whatever you can do, whatever strings you can pull. Se bisia kwa ne yankobo abrochire ne yemfa meto tricycle na nurse ni bia ne omomwo nkura so ebenye bi matena. Do it. We agree. Because yet kroma ena nkofo kobo besia be ye kenke party. Ne yet kroma ena nkofo kobo besia e de be ye masem. Ne yet kroma ena MPP kobo besia ebe jimi yom ho. Yes, sir, Finance Minister. Anything you people can do, Mr. President, to bring in more of these tricycles, to to make sure every single village in Ghana, baby, ballot box could be also tricycle will be called. If we have been able to send ballot boxes to every part of the nation, the baby ballot boxes will be also tricycle will be called. And it should be part of the government plans. Before election 2028, I will say baby a ballot box ekobiano, I will see a tricycle man call. Everywhere ballot box ewobiano, I will say tricycle will be called. So it should be the focus of the government to make sure say, sa tricycles will get more abba. We beg you. We beg Mr. President. And I know the finance minister, able finance minister. In fact, there are a lot of ministers working in Ghana and I really appreciate them. But I can tell you, the intelligence and the work the finance minister is doing. You know, one interesting thing about the finance minister. For a long time, yenya obia wabetna Ghana say or your finance minister or your versatile. So we study. I think it was maybe Kobna Dofo and an or your in and out politician. Sebio na on friend who say obia me friend say me economist and say me say Oba Bank of Ghana obe in charge of finances otumi den e changing yoma as a finance minister. Now Ushe Atofosna are very versatile. Atofosna your usual politician. One of those people are in politics, they have been able to have a very good, clean track record when it comes to a politician, a member of parliament, making laws in parliament. He has been an exceptional politician. But you see, hardly do you find a politician, Sebio, or a member of parliament, but or you're very good at something. And then yentainya, and they say John Mahama. John Mahama is a politician, but the uniqueness of John Mahama de banana say his ability to be able to think and make decisions change lives. Not all presidents are not mere politicians. And we got Kufuor, who was a politician and became a president. But you could see say na Kufuor the weakness ni a big guy. You could say Kufuor was just being propelled by Oya MPP ni. Majority of the things you see Kufuor and you cannot point to them because Oya a politician. Kufuor's weakness was that he was not able to think through matters to make change in people's lives. Look at somebody like Kufuor. He was a politician. His biggest weakness was that he wasn't good at anything. You could not turn the Kufuor and say he's versatile. Apart from rattling and making noise, what is so unique about Kufuor that he has left behind as a president? Unibi. The same applies to Kufuor. You see, Atamils, he was an educationist. Or no, not or academia. Atamils, not a professor. He got into politics. You could see, say, none weakness. He was too soft on people. He had too much passion. He was so passionate about things. So you could see, say, apart from him being an excellent president and somebody who came to lead, that part of him that was going to make him complete, not anymore because for him to react. And then JJ Rollins in a problem, because JJ was expecting Atta to have that half partner. It was going to be rigid. Intuition of Oriata, EDP Ghana, or the Obotan deal in the buyer 1999. Later, Atamos about power. JJ Rollins not or expect to say Atamos will prosecute the he would jail Oforiata and Oforiata Ghana and Osaba back in 2016 and came with a Kufuor. But when you look at somebody like Atto Forsen, he's a politician. He has his own track record when it comes to being a member of parliament. It is there. You can see it clearly. But then when you flip him, he's also a good manager of the economy. Into our leadership qualities, and he has an exceptional quality, and that is about managing economy. And hardly do you get politicians like that. And recently, an African country, almost a finance minister, they've made him the president. Because hardly do you come across politicians in Africa more versatile. Mahmoud Bawumia say, or your economist. On say, you're flipping on your good politician. You're flipping on your good economist. Until later, you say, or a liar. But you see, when you pick Atto Forsen, the scale is still. Because you see, when it comes to politics, he understands how law is made. He understands the dynamics in parliament. He understands the dynamics as a politician, as a member of parliament. And the track record is unique. And when you bring him into the field of economy, and that is the biggest problem we are facing as an African country, somebody who is a half good politician and a half good economist, somebody who can manage economic affairs. And it is not easy to come by a politician like that. There are people who are party people. They are naturally party politicians. They are good with party. We are able to organize party, but they are not good when it comes to managing a nation. There are two distinctive things I'm talking about here. So somebody can be exceptionally good as a party person. He is a good party organizer. He's a good party leader. That is their skill. But when you flip them, they are not versatile. So the weakness will eat into their positives. And that is what we don't need going forward as a nation. We need politicians who are versatile and ready. So when we are talking about politics, you see, John Mahama politics, you will sit there and understand, say, he is a politician. And when John Mahama starts to talk about developmental issues, economic issues, how to basically put a country together, you're like, this guy is a visionary leader. He understands how to build a nation. Ahmad Jebiano, John Mahama is a versatile politician. You cannot just sit before John Mahama and make him think he doesn't know what he's doing. And that is what we are seeing in Ato Forsen. A good politician by half and a good economist by half. And when you merge that, that is what we need. And I'm not saying, I'm sitting here talking for Ato Forsen, but I'm letting you know the qualities of Ato Forsen. And that is why we are here today. Over a year and a half, a country like Ghana, it is because of how diligent when it comes to managing the economy of the nation. And we need to be very tactical when it comes to decision making and people we give power to lead us. And I'm talking about when we are talking about the health minister, health sector. We are talking about a finance minister who understands why we need money to buy more tricycles, to go to the villages, to do what? To take health care to the people. Now, in community, but sometimes, we need to understand so be better build the so be better lead. There are qualities you need to look out for. Half quality does not solve problems. You are testing half quality. Now, we are getting to the point where we need somebody who is versatile. And versatility is very, very important. Somebody being versatile is very, very important. We need somebody a flipper or a correct. Anywhere you can stand and talk and think and make results happen. And that is what we have been talking about all these years. Inti, Mammianfa sa health as some way in Diagro. Let us try. The finance minister, I'm pleading with you. We know you are doing an exceptional job. Primary healthcare way, motorcycles way. Let's get more. Let's get more into the system. Which one is this? All right, there's a lady who was also speaking on social media, who is a nurse, na okase, tricycles, Nensan can be. In fact, that lady, we responded to that lady on social media about tricycles, God being so good, Abanwe air listening government, the lady has received her tricycle, Odikoye Juma Abwa Ghana. Almost epese Abanwe Juma Diomudino. And my team just sent me the video to show to you. So this is the lady I know also cast here tricycles to be honestly a nurse or pese obwa na free primary healthcare we so we so there.
So I'm currently sitting inside my primary healthcare Aboboja. It has fire extinguisher. It has camera in case we are going back reverse. Yes, one more Lexus Sumala. This is Lexus. It has radio inside. It has pen drive, like you can pick pen drive. Fan, and your fan. Fan is over there. Another fan too here. As I'm here, I'm not sweating. Open top, it's open top. And as I'm inside, I'm not sweating. There's fan. Very nice. Look at the interior. I mean the inside. I beg. Nobody should come for me. My English. I'm enjoying, Papa. Currently, I'm with my transport officer. Now he's my driver. My So this I'm currently sitting inside my primary health care Aboboja. It has fire extinguisher. It has camera in case we are going back reverse. Yes, one more Lezus Sumala. This is Lezus. It has radio inside. It has pen drive, like you can pick pen drive. Fan, and your fan. Fan is over there. Another fan too here. As I'm here, I'm not sweating. Open top, it's open top. And as I'm inside, I'm not sweating. There's fan. Very nice. Look at the interior. I mean the inside. I beg, nobody should come for me. My English. I'm enjoying, Papa. Currently, I'm with my transport officer. Now he's my driver.
So you see, and so many people saw this lady a few weeks ago. She was on social media. She was saying that, or nurse, she really wants to help. She really wants to do this job. She's passionate about the work. And Ebiane Refi, this is before she got her tricycle. This is before she got a tricycle.
Maybe that motto, is it Pragia or whatever? I don't care whatever you people are saying. So far as me, I need help from my people. I need it. I even saw a video and the president was like, it's not even an ambulance, it's to send health workers to the field. Like if they are going for outreach, like immunization sessions and other things, they will send it, Mr. President. And you are saying it's for Southerners because they're not, we working in the north, we can ride motorbike. Please, please, on my knees. Yes, even if not anybody in the north, me, Pana, I need one in my district, especially my community, because Mr. President, look at something. When I'm going for an outreach, when we are going for an outreach, we carry vaccine carrier, we carry mosquito net, we carry syringes, we carry safety box, everything on one that tiny motorbike. They be a form. I was even complaining recently about the vaccine carrier. Strip now, they send your corner, very short. What they say, I need to choke you. Send na I didn't chow a chow minute. Maybe comment, maybe ye did this and yammy adom, made this straight head etiena, or rural man or compare back, a breme and enemy easy. Say, Pragiano Bay, it has back or would be also with me in Yamagu Honum. Just imagine, you listen to the film, hair or babesia motorbike, 2 bales of mosquito net. 2 bales of mosquito net. One bill is not easy. It's not like carrying pure water. I know that crap people will not understand. As a lady, I'll be on motorbike. Me, I'm not from the north. I'm also from the south. I came here to learn, so they can equally learn how to ride motorbike. So if we should distribute. Hey, bro, equally, we also need it. Obabesia, mosquito net me nu. Nyama can home saying vaccine carrier, Mr. President, could be so more using vaccine carrier, maybe so how heavy, very heavy, a more dynamic scientific motor. So, any is your brain, now your bread, in seeing that you here be no matter what. Me, I don't care how you people make, I need it for my people. Yes, you people should use that noise you are making to help me. Like, Munjai politics, Namon Farm Kwame, Namimboa community, no more bread. Me project operation at least one part for every woman or baby wa any free man me here o mo ye na mo me say e me man na mo free class no mo so na ya mo ye politics mo e na mo ye politics bibia na mo de e na politics in this said me say even post me for a particular political party. Now another particular political party, Abraham is say, you think I'll reject it. You said you will not reject it. We are hypocrites. Mon pen or cray. Everything I'm link it to politics. Facility me juma and yet political party be any see you NBC or moon free Ghana. They are not Ghanaians. Me Obama district and most of the facilities need an NGO of one BC or moon Ghana for. So if a Ghanaian person and I say Ghanaian president Bibia Bana I'm pleading for my facility, I will say I'm doing politics. So I'm currently sitting inside my primary health care Aboboja. It has fire extinguisher, It has camera in case we are going back, reverse. Yes, one more Lexus Sumala. This is Lexus. It has radio inside. It has pen drive, like you can pick pen drive. Fan, and fan. Fan is over there. Another fan too here. As I'm here, I'm not sweating. Open top is open top. And as I'm inside, I'm not sweating. There's fan. Very nice. Look at the interior. I mean the inside. I beg. Nobody should come for me. My English. I'm enjoying, Papa. Currently, I'm with my transport officer. Now he's my driver. My
You met my catcher and say, Toma NDC, you see more of this. The healthcare as we move on, things will be done better. Mo tricycle see a point will come next nibia benya bakwa obe use as a personal one or be juma or the beba. That's how it works. O free side district one no jana ho obi so your transfer will be call her no so use it. That's how it's going to be. Inti so you Ghana near MPP for the Jimmy. Don't waste your time on the MPP. We are building. We have started from somewhere. We will get there. It is only the NDC, John Mahama, with or without John Mahama after 2028. You know, remember, we will keep John Mahama's NDC in power to make sure Adwene Dani team no. Omo already say omo be somo no esua Adwene Dani team e de akoma pa atwa de oyede so no omo e na ebedi omochi abo omo mamo di sa adwuma no. Bidin e de Kevin Akobe Retailer. I have been your host for the past 3 hours, 3 minutes. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We will be here to discuss Ghana. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Good night. Aboche. Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no answer mine. Aboche. You will for Belgium Pan. It was a tia Belgium Pan. It was 2 Belgium Pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Super why round what? It was for Belgium Pan. It was a tia Belgium Pan. It was 2 Belgium Pan. It was a Belgium Pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Original. I will move for Belgium.